Hello, Internet. Welcome to Shenanigoons, the Book of Fables. I am Angela, your DM du jour, and hello, players.
Hello.
How are y'all doing today?
Lovely.
I'm in danger.
You're all looking quite pretty, though, I must say. Like, if you take a look at your pictures,
Yes, this is true.
it's pretty nice.
Maximize this. Oh, look at that.
We got a little pretty
Yeah.
going. All right.
Impressive these are.
On
There's a
top
lot
of other things that we'll be doing this evening, this is, this is exciting. So, today is chapter 43. On Wednesdays, we wear Warpaint. And we'll be having some fun tonight as we get started in battle. Cheers.
Slaunch.
Water. It's okay. That should be one of our spend your channel points on hydrating.
Yeah, hydrate or
Everybody
hydrate.
hydrates. Yeah, hydrate or hydrate. Everybody has to take a drink of something. Hopefully water. But we are here every Tuesday night. But tonight, if you're viewing us for the very first time, you will be finding that we are in combat mode tonight. For last week, we ended on a cliffhanger, and apparently in a spaghetti western, which isn't actually that far from the truth. But let's get going a little bit with some before show stuff. Get some things out of the way real quick. We are Shenanigoons, and we are hosted by Nerdsmith. We are members of nerdsmith.org, and if you don't mind me turning down the music, because it is a little loud on my side, just this particular song, we are members of Nerdsmith. You can find out more about us on nerdsmith.org or on patreon.com/nerdsmith. We are, if you like what you're watching tonight and you'd like to continue to support us in a more long-term capacity, help us keep the lights on, pay our artists and our performers, you can support us on Patreon. Starting next month, we will have a bunch of new stuff, notably some previews right here with the pictures. We're going to have some fun content for you to get access to. And we will be, you'll have a bunch of really amazing extra bonus content, courtesy of Mr. Kyle, our Harland portrayer, also his biographer. You're Harland's biographer.
He prefers that I don't use the term ghostwriter.
Gotcha. Well, anyway, I almost put a ghost in Harlan's picture, but then I realized that I could make a turtle duck. So it felt more important.
Yep.
I couldn't put the bucket in either. I could only have two objects on the base, but that's fine.
Believe me, I've tried on Hero Forge. Hero Forge, get on that. I need a bucket.
There is a bucket. I just can't put it on there with the duck. Because it was a turtle and a duck. You can only do two things on the base. I need a third thing. I need a bucket. So, anyway. We are also brought to you by some very special people, our sponsors. They help us with their support and their amazing products. First of all, we are sponsored by World ANVIL, the most robust campaign management software on the internet. They are incredible. We will be continuing to build out our info for this campaign, but also you'll have some exclusive Patreon content, which is locations and NPCs and story modules that you can use for your own games. You'll get access to those, and they'll be fully statted out, like Pimble, which I'm very excited about. You can bring Pimble to your game. Pimble deserves to be in every campaign.
That he does.
Agreed.
His alignment is chaotic homosexual. No, it's glitter gay is probably his alignment. Which means chaotic.
Yeah.
I mean, it is in and of itself
Glitter is definitely the most chaotic craft.
It is. Well, super glue. Pretty close. If used irresponsibly.
What's
Okay,
the
but
one?
why not both though?
You monster!
Glitter glue.
Oh my god!
Glitter
Thank
glue, there
you,
you go.
Alora. Thank you, Alora. He is chaotic neutral.
I love it.
So let's. Oh, and finally, we are sponsored by Die Hard Dice. Tessa,
Yes.
would you like to talk about Die Hard Dice? It
I
is the
would
last
love to
day.
talk
It's the
about
last
Die Hard
Tuesday of
Dice.
September. So let's check in.
So these lovely, lovely dice are the dire. No, not the dire. Hi, I'm Tessa, and I can't read or speak correctly today. These are the Dreamscape Larkspur, which are really bright because of my light, and they are gorgeous. They are a beautiful purple blue glitter shifting. Ooh, there we go. Back and forth with a very nice copper outline, so you can kind of see the shift between the blue and the purple as I turn. These are gorgeous, and everybody knows that Larkspur, the Larkspur flower stands for undying love and affection, and that is what we have for Die Hard Dice, our undying love and affection. I will be raffling these off later tonight because as much as I have wanted to keep them because they are so gorgeous, I think my partners might disown me if I keep yet another set of dice. So these lovely little guys will be going to a lucky member of our audience this evening. Bex, I too understand the desire to munch on the forbidden candy. Do not munch on the forbidden candy. But the desire is there. I do understand. So later on in the stream, keep your eye out for how you can win these gorgeous Larkspur dice for you. Or if on the off chance that you don't win, you can go to dieharddice.com and get your very own set. And using the coupon code Nerdsmith when you check out, get 10% off your order. Yes, Kyle.
Instead of
petty?
the auction, can I have them? If you say no, it's okay. I understand.
That was a really sly effort, though.
That was pretty good. Tell you what, I'll give you a chance to win them.
Oh, Kyle
I will-
becoming eligible for the
And I
Ford.
will say
You
that
just gotta
any
ask.
of the Goonies who might want these can be eligible this time because they are really, really.
I'm
pretty.
good, but I appreciate it. I'm gonna get a set at some point, I think. So
I would also catch shit from my significant other for adding to the dice. So
No, because he's added a coaster. So you're allowed.
I mean that's true.
Oh
I actually
my
did buy
God,
him a new set
Tessa.
of coasters.
I misheard you, and I know what one of our newest merch ideas has to be: a Nacoaster.
Oh my god. And I did just see that we just got
We
a
did just get something.
something special from our friend Mitch.
Did we?
And Bex, I too have goblin energy when it comes to dice and putting them in my mouth, so I do
I
understand
appreciate you, Mitch. Thank you so much for doing this on behalf of Mouse.
Yes.
Rerolls for everybody.
that. Indeedy.
Thank you.
Wait, including the DM.
Yes.
No.
So tune in next
Wait,
month.
wait, no, hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20. No, just for you guys.
Y'all are trying to kill me.
4. Oh, no. Oh, wait, hold on.
No!
Uh-oh.
So
Uh-oh.
here's the...
Oh,
Alora said she was going to spend money. Okay.
Laura has just spent money.
So here's the thing. Alora loves chaos. So, Angela, have 3 rerolls.
Oh, wow.
No.
It's weird because it's like I
How
think
do
that you're
I-
our friend, but then you want us to die. So I
How
don't
do
know what
I-
to do with
How do I track them?
Bex, I can confirm they do say choking hazard on them, so I would not put them in your mouth. Just, you know.
I will...
How about
But
put
you
a
do you.
D4 in your dice tray?
A D4, okay. That's fair. I'll do that.
Or you could like dream big and put a D12.
Or a D20.
Don't-
Since
don't
that's
put
what
that
it is.
energy out there.
Alright. I'll do the I'll do ones that I don't normally do. So we'll do...
See? command.
We'll do the D100s because I fucking hate them. We'll do those because I never use them and I always roll 2 D10s. I'm just like, no. Oh, excuse me.
It's you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
I'll let it teach you something. It's fine. Thank you, thank you, Laura.
You were gonna thank me.
I know.
Which is
I usually
amazing.
do.
I didn't
I
do
usually thank you for
anything.
things. So
For
So-
anyone who's wondering what's going on because they haven't been to our stream before.
yes, please. Thank you.
One of the things you can do here at Shenanigoons is contribute to the chaos. If you tip the stream with any of the links that have been posted in chat or below the video, you can donate to the stream and cause chaos. $5 gets you a reroll. $15 has one of us spin the wheel of causality, which basically means one of us, either in character or out of character, has to do something chaotic and insane for a certain amount of time, and it's random. It's like a crazy magic chart. What is it? Chaos magic.
It's
chart
in and
from
out of.
hell.
It's meta and in character random stuff that we have all agreed to. We've all consented, and you can cause chaos.
Yes, though sometimes we regret that consent.
Yeah, but just, you know,
It depends.
that's. We won't explore that too much.
Chris, your face is loud.
We're not going to explore that too much.
For $25, you can create an NPC. Angela needs certain information, which is also listed in chat: name, appearance, pronouns, something fun about them.
Why
But
they're
then
there.
she'll work on getting it into game. And for $50,
It's going to be challenging tonight, but we'll see what happens.
yeah, that's true. For $50, you can give the shenanigan of your choice 1 minute of DM powers in the
Which
scene.
happened last week.
Yes, it did. Which it was clutch
Yes,
last
it
week.
was.
I'm going to say prepare yourselves tonight. I don't know what'll happen.
Chaos. Chaos will happen, is what will happen.
Well, I know. I just, yeah.
Party, we are at 11 rerolls. Please don't be shy.
Nice.
Real
Oh, yeah.
quick,
Saved my life.
Tessa, do we
Saved
want
my life.
do we want to just leave the giveaway open?
Yes, we do.
Okay,
Let's
so
just
let
do
me get that going. Let's see.
The answer is no.
Okay, add a giveaway.
It's okay. I feel you on that. I don't have much of a poker face.
Yeah.
This is a. What do we call it?
I'm
What
gonna
are
say
these?
something very strange. These are Larkspur. Dreamscape Larkspur. Yay, my son doesn't have COVID. I can go to work tomorrow.
Hooray!
I've had to work from home for the last 2 days, and I've gotten nothing done. It's been awful. So I'm so happy that I can actually go and get work done.
All right, Die Hard Dice, Dreamscape Larkspur. Okay. 1 ticket per user. Disable the timer. Okay.
God, that would be amazing.
I approve.
Now I can't unhear Meryl Streep's voice as Her Majesty of the Word. It's
Meryl Streep's the rest of the word. I can't
Oh
do
my
a Meryl Streep.
Okay, but wait, is it Meryl Streep in Devil Wears Prada or Meryl Streep in Julie and Julia? Because I was
See,
Julia Child narrate my
the,
life, Chris.
So the kicker
Ooh.
the kicker is that I can do a Julia Child impression.
Oh my
You
god.
just have to have the what is it? What is it? What's the line? Oh, you just have to have the courage of your convictions.
There. Amazing.
Oh, a free reroll to
Free
whoever
reroll.
asks Angela for it the nicest.
Aw.
You each can have a turn. Chris is out.
I'm done. I'm already dealing with misery.
Okay.
Can't get down on both these.
Who would like to earn Mitch's final reroll?
Angela,
Yes, Kyle.
getting to spend those 2 days with you and
I hate
Andy
you. I already hate you, but
was
go ahead.
one of the most delightful times that my wife or I has had in the state of Florida,
That's not saying
given
a
the
lot.
fact that it's Florida.
Try harder.
Assault. That's what this is.
We're gonna heckle
You have-
people the entire time.
You have a lovely home, and I loved making puddly noises throughout your hallway and.
Oh, that's right. Because, by the way, it did it again.
Oh no!
Currently drying my floor out. It's fine. I appreciate you.
Can I have it?
Took a turn.
He ran out of patience. Does anyone want to try to do better than that, or you want to just give it to him?
I did cook for you.
He did cook for me.
You have already implied about various humans inside of me at any given time today. I think my emotional pain.
That's not my fault. It's not my fault you didn't get my joke. You found
Kyle
it was
was
funny
being
after you
sick.
realized I had made the joke.
I made Kyle do a spit take for you.
Uh-huh.
That's hard.
You know the funny thing about this, Mitch? The rerolls go to the party, so really you guys can just have one. I'm not...
Yeah.
I just wanted to see what would happen, to be honest. I wasn't gonna... Can you tell I'm procrastinating? That's a terrible idea. We have a hard stop tonight. How about...
Kyle, are you okay? I just want to make sure you're all right.
How about we get started? We'll let Kyle resurrect himself while we watch the intro and get ready for session. Let's roll.
There is
See you in a
no ready for
bit.
session.
Mwah. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. So, let's talk about previously on, just real quick, while we get going. So, what is currently happening is the party, who was raised inside a book that has an approximation of the Feywild in it. They are currently trying to depose one of the 6 queens of Fey, who has revealed herself to be not really acting in the party's best interests. As you can see below, I finally made a picture of her, and you can check out Her Majesty of the Trade. But I did add some editorial license to it. Anyway, so Her Majesty of the Trade is a Triton woman by the looks of her, though she is, like with all the other queens, about 10 feet tall on a good day, and you are currently in the process of trying to depose her. In the process, you collected yourselves. Mouse, really? Why are you doubting this? Of course she's hot. I think it's me. Please. Anyway, so, Her Majesty of the Trade is currently being deposed. You're in the process. And during that process, you've been collecting armies in order to build up your defenses and hopefully unseat her, quite literally. And you've collected amongst yourselves Beza's, basically her family, the Rangers of Her Majesty of the Hunt. Harland has collected the former groupies for his folk hero adventures. They are now a cult or a religion, and tomato tomato. Paru has the help of her family here in the Feywild, the Circle of Spores, who are a network of myconids, and Oliet and Button. I'm not sure how much Button's gonna do in combat, but whatever. And Oliet, you unsuccessfully, but then successfully, apparently, recruited the help of the Hive of Displeasure, a group of mean girls that descended from your brilliant example, and their queen bee, Misery. Well, she's in charge of them, so she can call herself what she wants. Anyway, I'll do it later. You all are collecting your armies and you have a another member of your party, Vilain, the changeling, who was a rogue, has since turned over a new leaf. He is a paladin of redemption under Her Majesty of Beauty. And it is unclear what he is bringing to the table in her name, other than wit. And another hot NPC. And another Henley shirt. So, you all are trying to secretly amass your group and your armies at the outskirts of the Fae Book realm, the Queensdom. And you, Oliette, you go talk to Her Majesty of the Word, your queen mentor. And in doing so, you introduce her to your boyfriend, Harland. And then you decide to do a super great idea, which is totally,
Listen.
it's totally talking to Her Majesty of the Trade. Yeah, it's a great idea. Let's do it. It's a great idea. It's not a problem. It's just the height of my voice is just indicating what a great idea it is.
Appreciate your tone right now.
Yeah, it's great.
It seemed a good idea at the time. That's all I'm gonna say. And Harlan backed me up. So like,
Bex
how could it
just
go wrong?
blew my mind.
What?
What the hell is it about a Henley, though? Something about the intimacy of buttons. That's a
Could be.
that's a hot take there, Bex. I don't know.
Yeah, let me cover Button's ears, and then you guys.
The what of me?
The passive voice of buttons.
I mean,
So anyway, as we all contemplate the intimacy of buttons, we talk about the fact that Oliette decided to go hang out with Her Majesty of the Trade, and by talking to her, was witness to some sort of horrific, haunting situation, that appeared to be the previous, let's call them the previous drafts of Her Majesty of the Trade. Illustrations of the different iterations of her that have existed in the book as written by the Lord of Tales, your, we'll say, in general, your arch nemesis or your enemy, your true enemy, or the real threat. The Lord of Tales has rewritten the story here in the book over and over and over again to suit his needs, and the queens are part of that. And so she was haunted by them. I'm going to just give it to you. Her Majesty of Beauty did it. That's something she can do, which is access previous illustrations and things. So that's an example of some of the power she's bringing to the table. But, Oliette, you were found out as potentially being a bit of a threat, and you got almost kaput.
I got.
Yeah, almost got. Well, you did get got.
I got.
So, Oliette, you dove out of Her Majesty of the Trade's throne room with an assassin on your heels, a tiefling named Favor. And he done poisoned you, and you turned into stone, hit the water, and woke up in a cave with a very unwelcome face hovering over you.
Buttons.
I mean, it's not like you wanted misery to save your life or anything, but like,
I have woken up to Favor.
Yeah,
Truly.
that's really the worst.
Put me in jail.
I'm scared of just you've heard of her is the only thing I can see from that donation, and I'm delighted and terrified.
Ooh.
So, oh my god.
How dare you, Angela?
What? She's amazing. She's like, ew, I broke a nail.
Oh my god, I love her.
So, you, I'm really distracted. There's a lot going on tonight. I'll try to focus.
Look
Anyways.
how hard she's jocking my style, though. Can we just be honest?
Oh,
like,
she really is.
That little quarter jacket.
Oh, yeah.
Nice try. Nice
Well,
try.
you changed into something different.
I know the jodhpurs.
They're really good.
They're so good.
I don't have the full pictures tonight for you guys, but I will. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll bring that in. Thank you, Mitch. I appreciate that. So we have Aliette waking up and finding herself in a cave with Misery, who has restored you from your petrification on behalf of Her Majesty of the Word, who I don't have her picture yet, and I'm so sorry. I'll have it soon. I was doing like 15 of them this week. So Misery agreed if you can put in a good word for her with the queens after Her Majesty of the Trade has been deposed, give her a fair shot. Don't torpedo her chances of getting in with them. She might help out. And she promptly teleported you away from the cave, and in a thunderous rock of lightning and thunder, basically blew a giant hole in the middle of the enemy army and brought you to what is apparently an in-process battle. You see nonsense going on all over you, all over the place. There's just riotous combat happening. You're in we're going to do some of this particular section we're going to do in Theater of the Mind. You're in a desert, the edge of the desert. There's the mountains on one side with forest kind of going up it, and then the desert. You see in the distance the termite mounds of the Hive of Displeasure. This is the barren wastes. And Misery sort of wipes off her jacket. Impressed yet? And you
What?
just see
I'm sorry.
bodies everywhere around you. They're just kind of like smoking.
Cute.
Oh, thanks.
Anyway,
you
I'm
should
just
probably
gonna start
find
scanning.
Yeah, you should probably find your friends. Brother should be around here somewhere. And you hear a ridiculous sound. You hear a, "Ha! Motherfuckers! Get it!" And you see riding in on what is probably a, like, we're gonna do a mishmash of animals. Probably something similar to Dunbus, as like a rhinoceros panther thing. You see another satyr with violet skin, and he's drinking out of a flask while he's riding this panther. Panther rhinoceros, and he jumps down off the or no, he doesn't even jump down. He just puts his foot out and he just kicks a soldier in the head, and just like this like pirate goes, and you just hear Misery go, "Oh my god," and this panther rhino like stops right in front of both of you, and the guy, the satyr, kind of glances down at both of you. "You ladies need a ride?"
Oh my god.
"Vigilance, you're an embarrassment."
Tessa EXE has stopped working.
Alright, there's a fun version of you. Hell yes, I need a ride. I'm gonna
Gross.
flutter up there.
And Vigilance offers a hand and pulls you up right behind him. Hi there. And Misery does a little, like, almost a little float up there with like a little gust of wind, and then pops down behind you. Just keep your hands to yourself, Vigilance. We have a battle to win. And Vigilance is like, "I mean, I just got some heads to kick. I'm good."
Yeah, don't worry about her.
I never and and he starts galloping on the panther over a bunch of the army. And we're going to change to some better music for this nonsense. That's not. Sure, we'll do that.
Very nice, Kyle.
Anyway, so you all are, you're galloping towards the, you realize that Misery actually got you on the outskirts of the combat, where there was a group kind of starting to move in. So you basically took out a wave of these guys just by your very presence, which, you know, is par for the course. So you start galloping towards, and you see your friends having a time. Specifically, you see, well, actually, let's talk now about how this battle's working. So, each of the players is going to be assigned an army. And you're gonna roll for the army. The army of your choosing. I assume it's the ones that you've accumulated. But here's the thing. I gave them all scores. I gave them all ability scores. So I'm going to post these in our channel. And you guys can use the stats as we're playing. Where we are. Here we go. So there are 4 stats you're going to be using: magic, might, cunning, and will, or willpower. Those just are pretty self-explanatory. Each of the armies is good, specifically good at something. And as we go through, I want you to propose to me something that your army does during the battle. And we'll have you roll for it, and we'll see how successful that is over the course of the battle. They each have technically 3 hit points. I'm going to give you a DC to meet. If you meet the DC, you take a hit point away from the Queen's forces. If you don't make the DC, you lose one of your hit points. And we have to narrate the failure of that particular plan of action. So, what you see as your opponents. At first, you see what you would expect from Her Majesty of the Trade. You weirdly see pirate ships in the desert, like they have emerged out of the sand, like erupted out of the sand. There's these piles of debris and sand and pieces of the ships as they're sticking out, and these miscellaneous, all different races, scraggly, angry, half-drunk pirates are like pouring out of these ships. So you have these large galleons kind of dotting the sandscape. Bless you. And you have... Well, but then you see something weird. Well, at first you see, like, in the sand, what kind of looks like something swimming. Like it's water. It's got scales. You don't quite see all of it. And so you see these pirates. Paru, Harland, and Beza, you and your friend Villain were all prepping for combat. You all arrived here waiting for Oliet, and the battle started. You're like, oh shit. Paru, you watch as your circle of spores begins collecting. The fungus that is normally barely perceptible when it grows is growing a little faster. You can kind of catch it entering from the forest line, starting to line the desert ground. Some of it becomes this kind of spongy, hard to run on material. Some of it is growing and amassing into like forms, into ramparts and battlements, like to protect people. some of it is climbing up the termite mounds, or any of the dead trees in the desert. And then you start seeing some of them coming out of this porous fungal growth. You see these sort of asymmetrical organic bodies start growing out of them or emerging out of them like they've traveled. You see all these myconids start coming out with large caps, or sort of, like I said, like multiple heads coming off of them in these kind of spongy structures, and they're just it's very Ent, but like if the Ents were made of Nerf material.
Spongy Ents.
It's like that, spongy Ents. So they've all started coming out.
They perform the army Shroom Doom, is what we've named them.
Yes. You note them in particular as the ones that haven't traveled via the circle. You see a cloud in the forest up the mountains start slowly descending as this spore cloud is coming down. A few of the pirates get hit by some of the spore and they just start screaming. I have no idea what just got projected into their heads. Beza, the Rangers, they were there first thing before morning, if there was a morning here. Very regimented, very ready to go in sort of guerrilla tactics. There might be guerrillas around. I don't know. But they all start finding high points and they make hides. HIDE, as in like hunting hides. Blinds. They're called blinds. Hunting
Probably
blinds.
using the mushroom ramparts.
Oh yeah, definitely. And they start preparing. You have melee and ranged martial combat and a little bit of magic, but mostly martial combat at your disposal. Harland, your people, the Harlbingers, are ready to go. The one thing that they make up for any lack of muscle or magical prowess, they make up for in enthusiasm. You've got some zealotry at your back. You can talk them into a frenzy and they'll go hog wild. Which this music is very appropriate
my street
for.
teams.
Yeah, your street teams. We'll cut you with our flyers.
Have you heard his newest demo?
You can hear it on Spotify.
I'm gonna break my clipboard over your ass.
Oh my god. That was not the body part I was expecting. Hardland, thank you, Laura.
Well played.
Going
I
hard.
mean, honestly, plastic clipboards, if that breaks in half, you could use it as a sharp weapon.
Oh, hell yeah.
There you go. And there's Heather, everyone turning lemons into horror. So,
Another point for the damn Heather, you scary.
yeah, you as you're coming down the ridge towards all of this battle, you see Vigilance just kind of grinning like a wild man riding this rhino panther, and he's like, "Where you wanting to go, darling?"
Don't talk to me like that, Angela. I can't think.
Sorry,
Right?
I picked the wrong voice for Valaine. Then
yeah,
apparently.
don't do that. Don't do that. I need to find. I'm also, while we're writing, I'm trying to scan for just any one of my friends, because the last thing I knew is not this, so I want any of them. I
Go
want to
for,
scan and
give me a
point
perception
him in
check.
that direction. Okay.
Give me a perception check, and we'll find out who you see.
Statistically, Beza's
How you-
probably the easiest to see just because she's probably enlarged.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's a 2.
A 2.
On a
so
nat 1.
So you see on a nat 1.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't see anybody. There's just so much nonsense going on. You do see a number of the Hive of Vigilance. There's a number of them flying. There's some bug folks and things. There's also some people on brooms. It's very stylish.
Vigilance has a hive.
Vigilance does not have a hive. Vigilance is the Baron of the Barren Wastes.
Oh god.
His panther's name is Rebellion. Because that was the name of his bike in the in the Might Club campaign. So, you with the net one, there is absolute chaos going on.
Okay.
You don't
Fair.
you don't see any of your friends right now, so you don't really have a trajectory other than we're
Sure.
supposed to kill
Yeah.
things.
Just drop me off somewhere fun. You choose. Dealer's choice.
Oh, spoiling me. And he starts charging. He goes, well, how about the big main event? And he kind of nods
Go
his
for
head
it.
over, and you see, amid a huge throng of these pirates and Myconids fighting, like sort of like punching into the ground. Alora's just gonna give misery color commentary in chat for the rest of the night. And you see magic flying as some of the Harbingers are trying to hex people or bane them. And then you see arrows flying in bursts from the distance or from different angles. You see, amid all of that, a very familiar, very rage-inducing silhouette with this, like, shining, ocean-like skin tone, bright rust hair, and a gnarly-looking sword with all of these, like, ratchets in it. You see Her Majesty of the Trade. And in front of her, you only really catch it because of this blinding flicker of light that happens. You see Villain. And he is in... You barely can concentrate on him because there's so much going on him. He's wearing armor, but it's all mirrored and reflective and almost a little see-through. And it's full of, like, this kaleidoscope of color. And his sword is this massive greatsword, also in that sort of mirror reflecting color. He's got it sort of hanging down at his feet right now because that blinding light was this sort of arcane shield that had come up to block a blow from Her Majesty of the Trade. They are coming to blows with each other in the midst of all of this combat, and that is what Vigilance is pointing at as the main event.
Okay. Yeah. That's it.
All right, let's party. And he just like kind of has his panther and across the sand. So, what I would like from everyone is an initiative roll for your armies, based on willpower. So go ahead and give me a will roll with a d20, and we'll see how everybody does.
15.
15 for the circle,
8.
Special
8
dice.
for the rangers,
27.
27. Mitch
that
isn't
easy,
even
yeah.
here for this. God damn. The Harbingers. Let me tell you, the Harbingers. They show up.
17.
17 for the hive. All right, and then let me roll for Her Majesty of Assholery. That's a 13 for the Queen of the Trades Forces. We're gonna call them the Traders. So we're gonna go through a little bit real quick, sort of talk about the turning of the tide here, or not really the turning of the tide, but the tide in general. Let me sort these. Table. Sort.
I'm fine. You guys fine? How you doing?
Yeah,
You
you're
doing all right
great.
over there?
Everything's great.
Everybody good?
You're good.
Cool. Great.
Everything's fine.
Everything's good.
So, based on this, we've got the Harbingers first. Kyle,
Yes.
what do you want the Harbingers to be doing in general? Or you could set up a scene. Like I said, there's big crowds, swarms of pirates everywhere. And you basically have at your disposal magic users, clerics, paladins, bards, spellcasters with a lot of faith and vim and verve.
So I'm gonna paint a general scene.
Yeah, go for it.
And as like the overarching thing that is happening with the Harbingers over the course of the battle.
Mm-hmm.
So Harland is himself boots on the ground, fighting in the desert and doing various things. The Harbingers en masse always attempt to be in his line of sight.
Okay.
So they are constantly like trying to sweep back and forth as he's moving through the desert, and like as he gazes, they're like trying to catch his attention, and basically like uber fanning. Like they're wanting to impress him, basically.
Oh, of course.
So they're like,
it's
just
very.
whatever.
That sounds very Mad Max. Like they all
Yes.
want, Harland, witness me.
Mediocre.
Oh, that's pretty good, y'all. That's pretty good. Just being like super nice and supportive.
Yeah,
That's what I want.
That was a good one right there. I surely don't understand anything that's happening right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's generally what they're doing. So I think mostly what they're doing is just messing with things like
buffing,
running interference, and debuffing and buffing for the most part.
Okay.
Like it just being distracting.
Sure.
Because they're like, because I think that like a third of them are woo girls, and like a third of them are just like the take after the very business manager, previous leader. That's like the general. It's like the kind of no nonsense, but they're like, okay, this is what needs to be done. Okay, well, just go for it.
Yeah.
And the other third are just like in it for the ride because it's a good time.
That's very on par with the teachings of Harland.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
No, I love that.
that's-
Okay, so with that in mind, give me we're going to call it a... let me see.
Oh, I would never, Bex. Like,
Yeah, let's call that a willpower roll. They're running around.
Okay.
They're trying to. They're even though they're not necessarily doing a lot of damage, they're trying their best to like stay in the fight and keep and help people. So we'll call it a willpower.
It's so funny. It makes me think of like a chaotic boy band concert. You've got all the screaming teenagers. You've got the parents trying to keep them under control, and then you've
Harlan's
got
a
all of the
K-pop
people that are
group.
just high and enjoying the songs.
and,
The
like,
BTS army unleashed, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
you have this like this like ill-advised mosh pit where like as people like fall down to their knee, like everybody around them is just like, oh, you all right? And it's like dusting them off to like get them back up, and then they proceed doing what they're doing again. So you said it's a willpower roll, yes?
Correct.
All right, that's a 13 on the die for a 21.
All right, 21. Sorry, I meant to tell you, the DC on that was a 10 DC, so you're fine. All right, so you have your Harbingers, and they are, as you said, they're finding different ways of identifying sections of the battle that might not be going well for people and buffing, or finding that there is a group of the pirates that is sort of advancing, like cutting through a group, literally and figuratively, and they start basically making them trip up and making them miss swings, like demoralizing them by just
surfing them out.
yes, crowd surfing them out. That's fucking brilliant. No, absolutely. Awesome. Okay, very cool. So I will note that you do manage to take one of the HP from the Queen's forces.
Yay! Good
okay.
job, y'all.
So next, the Hive of Displeasure. I'm gonna give you. You also have free reign over whether or not you want Misery or Vigilance to participate as well, or if you just want to tell the
I go to the lines.
come up with the
No,
hive
I'm just kidding.
thing do.
I think Vigilance. Listen, I have full confidence that he knows what
Yeah.
to do with himself.
Oh, he definitely does. Sorry.
So yeah, I think if I as we pass by like a cluster of them, or I will relay to Misery to kind of convey the information. It's sort of similar. My goal is to have them. It's like I think I would say something like separate, eviscerate. Cool,
Separate, eviscerate. I like it.
cruel, don't
Cool.
fight clean, be mean, that kind of a thing. My goal is if they have the ability to do so, just tear them down from the inside out. Pick them off one by one, tear apart their outfits, their moral failings, how they chose the wrong side, how they wish they could be us.
Oh, well, you sold me. Give me a cunning.
14 plus 8.
Ooh. Thank you, Bex. That doesn't sound like a cheer.
That
All
they
right.
would never actually cheer because that's entirely
Don't nobody cheer. Just
Ugh.
feel it in your hearts. And
Cheer
then don't ever
Squad
get
is
it.
just like so last semester. So yeah, they there is a mix of like howling screams of terror as you have people who can summon nightmares and just like cause fear by their very like not just their very presence but also the fact that they can probably hurl a lot of charm magic. So you've got people flying up above that are causing them to flee because the ones below are making them see like monstrous demons and dragons and shit flying down to like dive bomb them. You have there's at least one distinct moment where somebody causes an illusion that makes a bunch of the pirates just start dogpiling each other because they definitely thought they just saw a pile of treasure.
Nice.
Just like they were
Nice.
starting to loot and there's nothing there. They're just like pulling dirt out of the ground and they think like, I'm a rich man, and they're just shoving like dirt in their shirts.
Sam?
Are you sure they're pulling apart dirt?
Don't know. It's sand and dirt.
Okay.
It's sand
Sorry,
and dirt.
I went dark real. I
You
went dark for a
did.
second.
It's okay. But yeah, so yeah, they are absolutely vicious, as per Aliet's request.
Cool.
Orders. All right, circle.
Okay, so Paru has them kind of doing this three-pronged approach. One prong is maintaining the battle ramparts and battlements and ramparts so that there is plenty of height for ranged attacks as needed. A third of them are providing healing support for those who are injured and in need of respite.
Okay.
And the other third are taking fallen members of the other armies and repopulating their bodies with spores and animating them onto our side and just sending them forth.
Would you call them the Cordyceps Corps?
I would call them the Cordyceps Corps.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That is my shroom doom.
That's horrifying.
And
Yeah.
amazing.
Go ahead and give me a magic.
That is a natural 20. For the shroom doom.
So, I'm gonna key in on a very particular part that you just gave. So as there's just melee fighting going on in the middle, it's just a crush of people. You've got monsters and beasts and humanoids and things like that. This cloud is pervading. It's hard to see. It's foggy. People are coughing. And
Fire, by the way, is with the cordyceps core.
Oh God. Okay. Good to know. Paru, you're small. You're not really that noticeable. You kind of blend in with even in the fog, and you just find creatures that fall.
I'm afraid by whatever just got rolled.
A troll
Nice.
hits the ground in front of you, Paru. And with this cloud starting to overtake this corpse, missing a few parts, because trolls are a little hard to take down, you watch as it starts like convulsing a little bit and twitching and then slowly gurgling up. There's like this foam coming out of its mouth as it's like risen, and there's lots of chemical reactions going on inside it. And you're connected to the circle of spores right now. Everybody, all of them are connected. You guys are basically dealing in a hive mind right now. It's very easy for you to assess strategically. Anything that gets controlled by the cordyceps you can influence it. So Para, you mount a troll up on the shoulders and you start ratatouilleing the troll. Oh. Yes, that's very good too.
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
Oh my god.
Ratatouille.
Okay. That leaves, let me see. Oh, the traders are next.
I like portobello puppets. That is very good, yes.
Yeah. So, Her Majesty of the Trades Army, Navy, I suppose you'd call them, they look a little ragtag, but what they make up for in professionalism, what they lack in professionalism, they more than make up for in sheer barbarous violence. They are tearing people apart. Let me roll for them real quick. Yeah. They take a section of one of the hives. They basically like start climbing on it and tearing it down. You hear a bunch of like skittering and like people fleeing from one of them as they basically threw a grenade down it. And it went so there's a big explosion that people all note, and there's more dust that kicks up with all of the spores and things off to the side. There is a moment every so often where a swath of people in the crowd scream and get drug into the sand as that like dips down into the sand. And we're talking both pirates and your people. This seems to be a chaotic, more neutral force in the mix here. Paru, you are walking around on this troll. It has all the accoutrements of being a pirate. It's got all of these like gold coins that are like pierced into its ear. It has all of this scarring and these tattoos all over it, and you see that a lot of the resurrected pirates around you are all of a similar style. And then you kind of catch another grouping of the Queen's army, or the Queen's forces, and you don't see pirates in the mix there. You see what look like almost mages. Very storybook looking. Very, with like really long braided, very detailed braided pulled back hair. A lot of arcane symbols sort of smeared onto their faces with paint. And Their skin is this like shiny, almost silver. You've never seen these people before, ever, in the book, the entire time you've been here.
She's summoning from other books. Great.
Around that time, Harlan, you also see a you see and hear a large thudding coming from the tree line, and coming out of the trees is a creature you have also never seen before in this realm. It is a massive, almost like a reptilian gorilla thing. And between the scales of this thing, it's like glowing with this kind of like magma kind of red. And it just like shows its teeth, snarls, and instead of like spit and slobber, there's just like magma that just kind of like flecks out and hits
Don't like
people.
that.
Yeah, and it just like hits the ground, starts pounding its fists, and just searches around, swipes at people, leaving some of your harbingers flying. And these sort of anachronistic creatures and people start becoming more obvious in the crowd. The boats have stopped expelling pirates, and from different places around the area you see all of these kind of not Fae book forces joining the Queen's army. Beza.
These are almost metallic
Yeah.
looking.
Almost
Okay.
metallic looking, yeah.
Thank you.
Beza, the Rangers.
Okay, so for the hunters, so I think the rangers from the hunters are probably primarily stationed in the ramparts and everything.
Okay.
They've been built up, and also in some of the hives and trees around the edges of the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
On the battlefield, melee fighters, they're working in core groups that they've worked with before, consisting of melee fighters like Beza, who don't fight with shields or anything. They just go all out with their weapons.
Yeah.
As well as fighters who use shields and they're purposely carrying the biggest shields they can.
Right.
And using some of the hunters' call signs, but constantly changing it up with a bunch of different ones that are used so that the enemy can't necessarily pinpoint it.
Okay.
Every time the rangers are getting ready to fire on an area, they're calling out with the bird calls or whistle signals that have been established so that the fighters carrying the shields can shield up over themselves and anyone else they can get in the area to protect the other armies as they're fighting. Meanwhile, just constantly trudging through everything, fighting with everyone. Probably trying to keep a lot of the Harbingers safe too, since they seem to be primarily spellcasters. So working a defensive line around the edges there, and sliding in with the Cordyceps Corps here and there as well, just making their way back and forth, as well as any traps that were set prior to the battle, triggering them as necessary. So like fall pits, spike growth, magical quicksand, any kind of thing like that.
Those are two different roles.
Ranged versus close up and stuff.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say, go ahead and give me a cunning roll. With the traps and sort of the strategy of being able to jump between the groups.
16.
16 total? Okay. So yeah, there are a number of different traps set around the areas, including several in the ground that with certain calls or certain signals, people know to like clear that space and make like sort of in a way that looks like they're retreating and they're being chased by the pirates, and then a floor drops out. and there's just a pit. You can leave it to the imagination what the pit consists of, but yeah. As they are more and more of these arrows flying in like, they're almost like a swarm of birds, just every so often, like, in one section takes out a bunch of the pirates, in another section takes out a bunch of the pirates. At a certain point, a line of the Queen's men rush some of the rangers, and then they get immediately flanked because there was another group of rangers that were fully prepared for them to be, like, in the event that they started getting the brunt of attack, they were ready to sort of, like, come up from behind them. So, man, the rangers are just like, they're cutting efficient swaths through the Queen's guard.
This is their
It's
wheelhouse.
what they do. So as all of this is going on, your armies are all making a pretty good show of it. The presence of these sort of unaccounted for or unexpected forces make you a little nervous, but it seems like the armies are doing pretty well. The battle isn't the worst you assumed it could be. Oliette, Vigilance is bounding towards just right dead in the middle of this whole thing. Rebellion, his panther, is like just trampling pirates on his way through, and you get closer and closer to where Verlaine is fighting Her Majesty of Trade. He pulls out another of these. His hand with the sword is the one that he has the replacement, his prosthetic, but his unprosthetic hand is the one that he's casting out of, and you see that along the glove on his hand is like a mirror, almost like a holy symbol that he's using. And he's using it as a shield to literally reflect back magic that she's throwing at him. And you see these like slaps of like black ink that like sort of like an acid splash coming at him, and he makes a duck and roll. He's very Dark Souls right now. He rolls out of the way, kind of slides into the dust, and there's dust everywhere, and he sees that there are some of the cordyceps are really nearby, as she pulls out basically a like a firebomb and like chucks it out while he's focused on her, but she chucks it towards some of the myconids, and Verlaine just scrambles with this like inhuman speed towards where the myconids are, and like hits up another shield, and it explodes with this like tar across the shield and blocks the person behind him from getting burned. And he's doing this kind of balancing act between fighting and protecting people, but he's very, very focused on her. And she does not seem perturbed at all by this. She seems like she has everything under control. And Verlaine looks like he might be losing his cool a little bit. There's a lot of just like snarling and shouting, and there's not really any banter happening. It's very much just like he got up in her face and is not letting up. So Vigilance bounds towards him and skids to a halt a little bit. Vigilance and the Panther both basically kick somebody. Vigilance just gets somebody in the head. His boots are just full-on metal. They're basically hammers. And he glances back at you and is like, I believe this is your lady's stop.
Thanks. I'm just gonna slide. I'm just being as obnoxious as I can. I just want Misery to soak up every moment of this. So I'm gonna like very delicately put my hands on his shoulders and like slide off, like side saddle style. Like a hand grazes across the back of his waist as I get down. But I'm gonna join Verlaine. After I'm done with that show, I'm gonna join Verlaine.
Don't forget to call if you need backup or a ride home. And he just kind of rides off. She's just like, ew. And you have achieved your goal of grossing her out.
way, as we're racing in that direction, I would have been trying
Yeah.
to think of a story as quickly as possible. So
Awesome.
I've already rolled for it,
Yeah.
just so you know.
Okay. Thinking of a story.
What can I do here? What do I know? What can I do here?
God damn it. All right. So, you hit you get to this space where Verlaine and Her Majesty of the Trade are fighting. I'm gonna ask the rest of you over the course of the battle. You also see this like flare signaling of bright white light coming from every time Verlaine casts any sort of defensive magic. And you can see that he told you he was gonna find her. Like, that was his goal in all of this. So, Oliette, you get to the little duel that they're dealing with right now. Verlaine sees you. He catches you out of the corner of his eye, and just like basically throws some sort of flare in Her Majesty's face to like distract her and make sure she's focusing on him. And he's like, "What, you tired already? Pretty sure that you're gonna be actually, why don't you have a little fun with some of my friends?" And she takes her sword and slices down in the middle of the air, and you watch as there's this like ripple that forms, and out of the ripple in the air, a large, clawed, almost demonic looking hand reaches out and like punches Verlaine in the chest. And he like skids like ooh, and he like kind of tumbles back a little bit. And this like prying its way out, like ripping the air like it's tinfoil, and pulling out of this portal is a massive inky black demon with like 6 horns and like 2 rows of teeth. It looks like a mix between a xenomorph and Tim Curry in Legend, like big ass horn devil mixed with a xenomorph though. That's
Okay,
not
but-
fun. That's not
Turn
hot.
Tim Curry
Have
against
you
us.
looked at Geiger's art?
Sexual and sexy are very different things.
Okay,
I
fair
just want
enough.
to say that.
True.
And this thing just sort of roars at Verlaine and starts charging as Her Majesty of the Trade just kind of watches, occasionally throwing a swing at someone who gets too close to her, but she's just enjoying it.
Okay.
Threw so much away, Verlaine. You had a lot of potential.
She's so scary. She's so scary. Okay.
She is at her full height, by the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's about 9 feet tall. Is that right now?
Oh,
She's
that's
the
super
she's one of the
cool.
shorter of the queens.
Sure. Yeah.
Ugh.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Well, if I see this thing going after Verlaine, I will Eldritch Blast
Yeah, go for it.
for the first time ever.
Hey.
Okay. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, 12 plus 7 is 19.
19, that'll hit.
Okay, 1d10. We got this fancy d10 out. 5 points of force damage.
Nice. All right. Are you trying to get its attention, or are you just trying to hit it?
To both. What I'm trying to do is like distracted enough, not necessarily pulled away, but distracted enough that maybe it's having to. I don't want it singularly focused on Verlaine.
Okay.
I want it to realize it's surrounded. Is my
That
goal
is
there.
valid. That is very valid. All right. That's Mystery. I want Verlaine. Hold on. There we go. So you're helping Verlaine. Just putting him on the screen. Hi, Raiders. All right. So, you let out this eldritch blast, and it hits the shoulder blades of this huge demon. Not as big as Her Majesty of the Trade, but it's pretty wide too. And it like shears. It like you watch as it like just basically hits the shoulder blade and like just shards out one of his horns, and it has that 2 layers of teeth at you. You think it has 1 tongue. You don't want to think about that too hard. And Verlaine like catches that it's looking at you, and picks up the massive greatsword that he's carrying, and with a bit of like strength that he seems to have to summon a bit in order to wield it, he wipes across the midsection of the demon. And misses. He's still getting used to the sword. But he does manage to like throw a punch after the swing with this little burst of light that seems to really piss off the demon. This radiant light almost singes the black inky like midsection of this thing, and it doesn't really know what to focus on right now. So you two basically have it flanked and are messing with it. Paru, Harland, or Beza. Seeing a giant demon appear out of thin air, attacking your friend, and you see Oliette now in the mix. Do you make your way over?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm steering my troll in that direction.
Oh my god, the troll! All right.
Trolling.
So we'll go in the order of the combat that we were already doing. So Kyle, Harland, we'll go with you first. So, what do you do when you get within a reasonable range of what's going on?
Sure. Within a reasonable range.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We'll say you act when you get into range. There's basically just a constant fight going on right
Sure. Get into range, probably see Verlaine. Well, Verlaine's been setting up the flares. Probably see Oliette there as well. So lots of enemies around in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So Harland, as he's running in sand and bemoaning the fact that hasn't actually run in sand before, it's too much of a workout. He's basically like rooting around in his pack, and he finds this tiny little clay jug, and he's like running towards the group, and like he's kind of fiddling with this little cork, and like pours, like kind of tries to, he's shaking the little jug and trying to pour it out, and like this tiny brown dot falls out of the clay jug. And I'm gonna need the demon and Her Majesty of the Trade and 4 other baddies to
Okay.
roll wisdom saves.
Okay. So this is Her Majesty of the Trade. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Of course you are.
That's good. That is on a wisdom save, you said?
Yeah.
Um,
DC 14.
she rolled an 18 on the die. The demon rolled a 14. And then the 2 demons, the 2 pirates, or 2 of the pirates. I'm not gonna worry about that. Fail. Not gonna worry about that. Fail. Fail, fail. They all rolled awful.
Okay. They're slowed.
Okay, so yeah, just.
So yeah,
Nice.
for up to a minute. So, yes.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
The chaos has happened.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Okay.
chaos.
No.
The chaos.
This
What-
is gonna
what
be
hit?
fun. Sorry, not sorry. Everybody roll on the wheel.
Everyone?
Oh no!
All right. Hold on. Let me prep. Let me get Villain off the screen. Let's get the wheel of causality up.
Oh, God. Okay.
For our raiders who may not exactly know what's happening, you can donate money to the stream to contribute to the chaos, which is what's about to happen.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fine. We're in danger.
Give me a moment to get us all situated.
Forgot to mention or remind everyone that because of last week's events, the triple roll.
That's right.
or
Oliette
triple
looks
spin,
15
I look
right
like
now.
I'm 15 years old.
Oh God, I forgot. Vigilance is
Yeah,
not hitting
God.
on you that hard. Sorry,
I
totally
also
forgot.
just remembered that.
Just don't worry about it.
Retcon.
You know what?
Retcon.
You know what? Never mind. You can be normal age because that
Thank
wasn't
you.
okay.
Thank you.
Anyway,
Thanks, Vigilance.
yeah, he suddenly no
Decided-
not
His,
gonna- nope.
his hotness
Not-
aged me back up.
Okay, because I was about nope, because no, that's better. What you said was better. We're not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Don't go there, Angela.
I wasn't gonna.
Woofa.
All right,
So how about
so
that wheel, huh?
all right, first wheel.
I'm so scared.
Who is gonna be the
Who's first?
first?
I can't see which one this is.
Uh,
My turn, so I'll go first. Why not?
Sure.
Hold on.
Sounds
Okay.
I need to fix these. Give me a sec.
good. Yeah, the wheel is not.
She said she was 19.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
God.
guys.
Who goes first?
Kyle.
Kyle.
Okay, Kyle. You got merely query. You must
Oh,
speak
boy.
for the scene. You must speak in only questions.
It goes really well, trust me.
Who goes next?
I'll go.
God damn it, Pesa. Okay, fine.
What? What did I get? What is it? It's not showing up well on stream.
I know. I have to fix it. I don't know why it's not working. Oh, I know it's not working because I did a thing. Gotta fix the box. There we go. It's because I didn't crop it well.
I'm so afraid.
Sorry, it's so gross right now. I'm fixing. Everything's good. Okay, and duplicate. Everything's fine.
Also for our raiders, we are going to be doing a giveaway tonight of Die Hard Dice Dreamscape Larkspur.
Are you serious? Another how do you do?
Yup.
Oh,
That's why I said,
fuck.
God damn it, Pesa.
Oh fuck!
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
That's the thing
What?
that put Beza in front of the Mechanist Authority the first
Yeah.
time.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Shit.
So, Beza gets to meet someone else or the
Okay.
same. Actually, Beza, go ahead and give me a D4.
That's pretty
Do I have
exciting.
to?
And we're in the book right now too. So
We are in the book right now.
Please come back.
So, yeah, please come back. That'd be
Please come
great.
back.
Okay.
Okay.
What could go wrong?
I rolled a 1.
Okay. All right. So, Beza, you see all of this calamity happening, and you are rushing forward towards the group. And as you're rushing forward, you feel yourself trip, and you hit the ground, and the sand gives way, and you actually feel like you have hit water.
Well, at least she doesn't have to breathe.
You don't
Where-
have to
where'd
breathe,
she
so
go?
that's helpful. And it takes a long moment, and then you lift your head up out of the water, and it's cold water.
Oh no.
And you look up, and there's ice, and like an iceberg in front of you, and you
Santa
see
Claus.
in front of you a beautiful woman. The most beautiful woman you've ever seen.
Oh, yes.
And
Thank God.
This couldn't have gone better.
and it is Her
Oh.
Majesty of Beauty. You're in her realm. You rolled well. Doesn't say a bad powerful presence, it just says a powerful
It's true.
presence. And you share a short dialogue. And you see her walk up to you and offer a hand. Actually, no, she doesn't offer you a hand. She's standing up, and you do get a hand offered to you, and you see a gray-skinned hand reach out for you, and Amadine pulls you up.
Okay.
So you see the tiefling artist who works for Her Majesty of Beauty, and she's like, "Okay, let's hi. Why don't we
Hi.
get
This
you
is not
up.
where I thought it was gonna end up.
Yeah, isn't there supposed to be some sort of war happening?"
Yeah, I had that weird like wild magic surge thingy that sometimes we get when we're around Harlan for too long go through my stomach, and then I ended up here. So I'm guessing it's a wild magic thing again.
Sure. Okay.
How do I get back? I gotta go kill something.
That's not really my expertise. I don't know what this is. And you hear Her Majesty of Beauty come up behind. Now, Amadine, it's fine. Beza. I mean, I didn't expect a visit this soon, but hi.
Hi, I'm always happy to visit ya. Timing could have been better this time around. A little, but
Right.
it's nice to see you.
You're in the middle of something right now, aren't you?
Yeah, we were in the middle of the fight over in the desert, and
Yes.
I think it was one of those wild magic chaos things that keep happening around us, but I ended up here.
How's it going?
Well, the bitch summoned a bunch of demon things that look like they're made out of ink. There's a bunch of things that are definitely not from this book, including like this weird gorilla scaly thing that had magma coming out of its mouth. The hunters had a field day with that one. And let's see, the Hive of Displeasures insulting everyone and bringing down their, egos and everything until they start crying in puddles on the field. So that's a good thing.
Amadine sort of gives a little chuff at that, like,
The Halbinges are running around like the chaos gremlins that they are, but it's working. And the Cyclospores keeps bringing back the dead enemies as animated deads that we can use them to fight.
Her Majesty of Beauty kind of glances at Amadine, and Amadine glances at her like,
And Verlaine was fighting with the bitch, along with, let's see, Oliette was over there, and we were headed over there to start helping too because of the demons. And then I tripped, and I fell, and I landed here. Well, more specifically, I landed over there in the cold-ass water. But,
Thank you. Amadine's like, yes, that was very, thorough. And, and Her Majesty of Beauty, kind of kneels down a little bit. She's at her full size, too. Verlaine is facing off with her right now.
yes, I'd like to go back and help him.
I would like that, too. Amadine. Yes, Your Grace? Why don't you join Beza?
Oh.
Okay. You can take a shortcut if you'd like.
Yes, please.
Okay. And she pulls out her quill from her... She has like a holster on her pants for her quill. And when she pulls it out, it goes from this normal black quill into this long, flowing, almost like an ostrich feather sort of thing. But inside it, you see this nebula kind of shifting all these colors and swirls. And she glances around, drop down or step through?
How big a drop?
Depends.
Can you drop me on top of someone?
No.
Then step through.
Okay. And she walks you over to a rock, or like a wall of ice on the glacier flow that you're on, and she just doesn't even get to the wall. She just starts drawing in the air, and you watch as this almost colorful heat starts slicing at the ice and creates a door and just kind of melts away, and you see the battle. And there's more noise and stuff, and she goes, after you.
All right. And Beza charges back through into the fight.
And Amadine glances back at the queen, and the queen just, and then Amadine leaves. Hops out of the door, and you're all back. Which is hilarious, because we still have 2 more rolls to do. So, let's try one more roll, shall we? Who wants to go next?
I think it's my turn.
Baru! We have... of all the sessions to get...
Oh, no.
To get this one.
I'm afraid.
You rolled Malkovich. There are worse characters, though. All characters present in the scene look and sound identical to the affected PC. Everybody looks like Paru. The entire battlefield looks like Paru.
Oh my god.
That's a problem.
Tiny Paru, everybody's
Well,
Paru.
That's a problem, though.
Yeah, it's super
There's
duper
just
pro.
chaos. Nobody understands what's happening. Everybody is Paru, including you. You have this look on your face, like the demon looks like Paru, so you see Paru going. And Her Majesty of the Trade is just like, my nail bits are atrocious.
Hey!
And everybody, you just see like Paru in full plate mail. It's like slicing up things. Yeah. So it's, I will say
I have
that
a
is
very
going to
important
disrupt a
question.
lot of people. I'm going to say that each of the armies takes 1 hit point because
fair.
nobody understands what's happening, and there's probably a lot of friendly fire that happens.
Does that mean anybody who enters, like when Beza and Amadine come in, are they immediately going to look like Paru or no?
I'm gonna say that they jump in and we roll, and that's what happened. So yes, they will also look like Paru.
Anybody new summoned, are they also going to
No.
immediately look? Thank
I'm
you.
gonna say,
That-
I'm gonna say that anyone who's currently in the scene looks like Paru.
Alright.
Okay.
How long does that last?
For
The scene.
For the scene, which means
Oh, the-
basically
the
for the rest of
battle.
for the battle. Or at least until a scene changes, which
I
we'll
am
find out if that
eating this
happens.
Beating this shit out of myself, apparently.
Alright, so, Oliette, we have one more roll to do.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, spin the wheel of causality. Dun, 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 dun. Party foul. Oh, God.
This is amazing.
Alright, every time you pick something up, you're going to drop it. Okay. All right. Okay. Oliette doesn't know this. I just want you aware,
Sure.
Chris, that
Sure.
Oliette doesn't understand. So, you know, you can
Whoa.
make decisions, but just remember you're going to drop anything you try to pick up.
Okay.
All right. So, that is the end of our Mondo Chaos. Thank you so much, Alora.
It's incredible.
Oh boy.
Oh, and that was another one. Thank you, Cards fan. Who would you like to roll that other roll? Because we
Another
have
one?
one more. We have one more.
Oh my god.
Go ahead and let us know in chat who you would like to roll that, and we'll do that too. All right, so Harland, you look like Paru, and you sound like Paru. As
Everybody in the
does
battlefield.
everybody in the battlefield.
It's fine.
It's a good,
fine.
good time. It's a good time.
I rolled Malkovich.
Each of
Everyone is
the
Paru.
each of the battle each of the armies has taken 1 hit point because there's going to be a lot of friendly fire as everyone thinks everyone is Paru. You
I want
know,
to say, at least the spores and I are all connected mentally. So
not
that
physically.
helps. That
Does
helps.
that help? Oh, so it doesn't really matter. You're all just like one big happy
We're one-
family of Parus.
One big organism.
Sure. That's a good point. Tessa, let's get the giveaway going real quick. Start the giveaway.
So anyone who would like to be entered to win these amazingly gorgeous Larkspur.
I don't know how to change the command. It's gonna be B-Day, because it was last time, too. I was trying to figure out how to do that.
That board does not want to stay in the case, so I apologize, because that's loud. But they're very pretty. So anybody who wants to
Yes,
win
they
these
are.
gorgeous... There we go.
They're so pretty.
Yes, they are.
I caught it for a bell.
Okay. Well, we could roll for it.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris.
well,
Chris, of course.
Well, you're...
All right, Chris, we got one more. You got let off easy, I think,
Mhm.
because you could just choose not to pick something up.
Mhm.
Not.
You're a magic caster. It's not like you have a. It's not like you have a weapon you're holding onto right now. There are worse things you could have done, like whatever we're about to roll.
Mhm.
I'm gonna re-roll that one. That one's gonna be a pain in the butt. We need to get that one. Get rid of that one. Okay. Cool. No,
What does it
no.
say?
Give me a D6.
Oh no.
Actually, no. Give me a D100 first.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Don't like where this is going. Okay.
No, it's great.
26.
26. Okay. And roll me a D6.
Okay. 2.
Tiny, small. Okay, that's actually not that bad. Chat, give me an animal. Please give me a type of animal. You rolled real low on the D100, so it's actually not that bad. So you are in the middle of this. Raccoons. Bex got first. So, 26 small stuffed raccoons fly to the ground on top of you from the sky. Just trash pandas everywhere. It's like you won the worst raffle ever.
You
Or the
mean
best
best
raffle.
raffle ever.
They're all gonna be destroyed by the time she even has a chance to understand what's happening.
Put them in my bag for the kids, but every time I pick one up, I drop it. So
Yup. She couldn't even take one if she wanted to.
I'm trying so hard to save.
Oh God, what are these
souvenir.
covered in butter? Like fuck.
Why are these so hard to hold?
I forgot.
God damn.
That was the best combination. Even if you wanted it.
Oh my God.
Anyway, all right.
Why's that Paru trying to juggle?
I don't know how to juggle.
What is he talking about? Maybe if you
Cool.
all weren't a bunch of chuckle fucks, you'd actually have had a chance to finish my to get ahead of me on this, says Her Majesty of the Word, who just sounds like Paru right now. Okay. So, I'm going to, for the purposes of time, all of this nonsense just completely breaks out at once. It's hard to kind of tell what, if anything, triggered it, other than maybe Harlan was just real stressed out, and then it just dominoed from everybody else. Chucklefuck is not a bullying term. I coin it. You're allowed,
I love it.
cards. Anyway, so you are all in this battle that is all made of parus, which is actually kind of disturbing because, like I said, there's a lot of friendly fire now that nobody really knows what they're doing. There's spores everywhere. There's parus talking like a pirate everywhere. There's like this little contingent of sort of like weaselly sort of spellcasters, which are presumably these wizards that were from some other place. And as Verlaine is fighting this demon thing that just looks like Paru.
From demon to heartless.
This is the weirdest fucking thing. God damn it. Says Paru.
Oh, I just think it makes it cuter.
Not the time, I assume, Paru. And they...
Paru, yeah.
Alright, so Verlaine
I'm trying to
is...
get the zombie troll Paru.
Oh, yeah. So, Verlaine gets his sword out and swipes again at it, gets him right in the jaw, and you watch as the Paru demon just hits the ground, and he looks around trying to find which one is the queen. Doesn't know, looks around, and has lost sight of which one is Her Majesty of the Trade. This was possibly the worst thing that could have happened in terms of keeping track of her. Verlaine gets up and marches towards you, Oliette. Well, hold on.
Ow.
Oliette! Which one are you?
Oh, yeah, me. Over here.
Okay. And he walks over. I don't know where she is. She... Obviously.
Do I know which one she is?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
He rolled a 2, so...
Oh, okay. It's a 17 on the die, plus 1. 18.
All right, yeah, 18. You glance around, Verlaine kind of points out where she had been, and you catch a glimpse of that big, gnarly sword that she was dragging. And she has started heading off into the crowd, kind of slipping through. But you see her.
Very quickly point her out, like I will grab Paru on the shoulder, Verlaine Paru on the shoulder.
You can just use her real name, it's fine. You know who it is.
Spin them around to point out this sword. And then I'm gonna start pursuing, I guess, hopefully with them in tow.
Yeah, they'll follow. Okay, worst scavenger hunt ever. And you start charging with Verlaine.
I assume that Verlaine's armor still looks like what it did before, so it's really obvious to us which one he is.
Yes, you can tell which one he is.
Okay.
That's a good point.
Oh my god. Beza doesn't wear actual clothes because hers is sculpted under her.
And she's giant.
Naked Paru.
Giant naked Paru.
With blades coming out of her hands.
Oh god.
Well, wow.
Okay.
The
That just
whole
occurred to
thing
me.
is just a lot. There's a lot happening.
Lot happening.
To be honest, Paru has never given a shit anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say they've probably all seen her naked at some point.
I'm pretty sure she stormed and ran into the ocean as fast as she could
yeah,
when
that's
they
valid.
saw it the first time.
But it's different when it's at eye level. You know what I mean? It's different.
It's different at a certain scale as well.
That's very true. That's very true.
Oh my god. Okay.
Wow. Let me pull
So-
up hero swords for that. No, I'm kidding.
So, just for the sake of because Mitch did this, if you want to see vigilance. Sorry, the Baron.
I do. I
God,
do.
I do.
I really do.
So, you
hello.
you start charging after her, Her Majesty of the Trade, and she gets wise to the fact that you're following. And
Okay.
she glances back. She kind of sees, and you watch her as she shoves a couple Parus aside, and swings her sword again in midair, and there's a slice through the air.
Okay.
Just as you're getting right up to where she is, and Villain, like, casts out and, like, squeezes his hand, trying to do something, and she stiffens for, like, 2 seconds, and she turns around at him, just kind of smirks, and then shoves backwards and falls into the tear. Fuck, no! And he runs in after her. What was that?
Do I as well?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Okay, yeah, I guess I go. I don't even know who to call out to because I'm surrounded by Parus, so I'm just gonna go.
How close are the rest of us to this?
Everybody give me an initiative roll real quick. Harlan, yes, everyone give me initiatives now, but we'll do based on Paru, Harlan, and Beza, and I'll take a look.
2.
2 for Paru?
Are we including our actual initiative?
Yes, please.
25.
25 for Beza. Okay, Beza,
Yes.
you definitely get it, like, immediately after them.
8.
8 for Harlan, and Oliet just for the hell of it, so I know.
Yeah. 13.
13, okay, cool. I'm just gonna, for the purposes of this, I'm gonna say, oh, fuck you. It's fine. I'm gonna take a reroll. Better. She rolled a nat 1, and then she rolled a 19.
Rude.
Okay.
Red.
And poor
Okay.
Elaine, though, he rolled a 2, but he has... Yeah, okay, so he's okay. He also has an 8 then. Alright. So, let me take a moment to introduce you all to our Roll20. Because
Oh, no, I'm afraid.
one by one, you all dive in to the portal.
Hey, we're not all Parus anymore. The scene changed.
That is accurate. I forgot to change all your pictures. It's fine. They're still you, though. It's like a weird Bizarro version of you. It's
It's fine. It's fine.
So, you all dive into the portal, and the moment you get past it, you feel the sensation of falling that you felt before. But it also feels a little like you're being dragged along in a, like, current. It is, it's hard to really describe beyond that. You're falling, but you're also being dragged. And when you stop feeling like you're falling, you are in a room. It's falling apart. There's stonework everywhere. It looks like a tower. And every corner of this tower, there are portals opened. You hear the crack of thunder. You hear fire. You hear what you think might be water. And you, behind you, you see a wall of stone. And there's just greenery everywhere, overgrown like a forest, like a rainforest, rather. And there's a clock up on the wall that's going in a bunch of different directions. Villain's the first one in the portal, and he's about halfway in the room. Which was she? I don't know where she went. And Villain is just in the middle of the room.
I look for sand.
You look for sand? Give me a perception check.
I don't know if this is relevant, but just so you have the same information that I have, I have Devil's Sight, so just in case there's any magical darkness bullshit that happens,
Okay. You have
I
Devil's
can,
Sight. Good to know.
see through it.
We're all
15?
angry.
You are, because you're in combat. What was it, Biz?
Oh,
15 perception.
15. You start pacing through. The first thing you run into is the blood portal. There are bodies, like, kind of
The
like
what?
reaching out from the blood pool. You don't see any sand there. You kind of meander past it. You see that there starts to be like magma coming out of one of the portals, or rather, one between the tiles. You see this like rippling magma. You see a little sand. Just a little. You were like really close, and it's going into the top right or top left portal. Like there's some on the ground heading that direction.
There's sand going this way.
Okay. Wow.
I double check just to make sure that there's not a bunch of sand going to any other ones either.
Okay. Sure.
We were right behind her, so I'm assuming she probably ran straight into another portal.
Very possible. So, you head that direction? You head to that portal?
I
Okay.
guess.
The moment Beza says, I think she went this way, Villain's already jumped in.
Cool. Well, better not separate where we don't know where the fuck we are, so
Mhm.
guess follow behind.
Yeah, Beza follows.
Okay. As you step into that portal, you feel that sensation of falling again, and being pulled. And you land in a swampy, like, it almost looks like a jungle, but there's like tentacles growing on things and shifting and moving. There's water pools in the ground. You see what look almost like jellyfish, bioluminescent creatures down below, massive. And you see just past some very large, very intimidating looking mushrooms, Her Majesty of the Trade kind of dodging around on these pieces of like rock, you think? And we'll start there because she sees you and she has not as good initiative as. Oh, no, actually, that was a 19 on the die.
Wow,
So she got a 26. So she got just over Beza. So she goes first. She sees all of you, and with this little sort of snarling grimace, she what does she do? She is going to cast let's see. Oh, yeah, she's gonna sort of swipe out with her sword, and you watch as this tumult of water pours out of it, and basically a tidal wave starts pushing towards all of you.
Angela, have you moved us over onto that?
Oh, no, I have not. Let me get you over there.
Sorry, it's like
No, there's
like,
just
it
a lot.
sounds very
There's
cool,
a
but I
lot
cannot
of
see it.
moving parts. Thank you. I appreciate that. And we'll switch over
Wow.
in a second.
cool.
Okay. There we go. Let me shift you over. There you are. There on the corner there. So she casts, or she swipes with her sword, and this tidal wave starts barreling towards all of you. You are I need you all to give me a dexterity saving throw. DC. DC 20.
Met it.
A reroll.
Okay, you got them.
Seems like a bad place to start. Oh,
Use
that was
them.
worse. So
I'm gonna use a reroll.
that's worse.
You can use a reroll if you have to.
That's
11.
2 so far.
I'm not gonna use another one right now.
No.
because I don't. Yeah. So,
I didn't mean to roll in the Beyond 20 thing, but it rolled
It's
for
okay.
me.
It's okay, it happens.
Apparently multiple times. My first one was not good, though.
Okay. Did anybody not make it?
I didn't.
But yeah,
Par
my
and Elliot?
I rolled a natural 1 on my first roll.
But you re-rolled.
Well, yeah, but that was because I didn't realize it had rolled anything, and 'cause I was
Oh.
clicking on something by
So
accident.
you're just gonna take the nat 1?
That's
okay.
technically what I
No,
rolled.
that's fine. Anyone who failed, you take. You take 20 bludgeoning damage,
Cool. Cool.
and you're
cool.
knocked prone.
What?
Harlan, you take half, and you're not knocked prone.
I'm so sorry. What?
So this massive wave of water just hits all of you, and Harlan, you are like on a rock, so it kind of pushes you back, but doesn't knock you prone. And
And I look totally cool doing it.
Yeah, I need Oliet and Beza and Paru to give me d6s.
All right.
Okay.
Actually, d8. Give me a d8.
Oh,
My bad.
Okay.
It's easier on a grid to do that.
That's weird. I rolled the same thing twice. 5.
2.
5. Okay, so hold on. Oliet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Oliet, you just get knocked prone. Beza,
2.
you get knocked into Oliet. Paru,
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get knocked into Harland. So nobody falls into the water.
Good.
Okay. That is what her turn is. She has already moved for the purposes of this. I'm going to say, actually, no, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, she already moved. Beza, your turn.
Okay. Well, I obviously want to move towards her.
I am going to say I am adopting a strategy I'm adopting a house rule from a friend of mine. Instead of taking half your movement, it takes 15 of your movement, so that to not punish people who have more than 30.
Okay. Well, I don't have a lot of movement anyway, because I'm small.
15 or half, whichever is smaller.
Yeah.
Then.
So, half would be 10. I think, because we round down. So, okay, so 10, so that means I have 40. So I have 40 movement left because I'll double move.
Okay. Let me actually. I realize I have not given you guys control of your characters. Let me do that real quick. Heather, you should now be able to move about the cabin.
Yes.
There you go.
Are we doing the 10 on the diagonals thing or just
No,
5?
all 5. I've simplified that bullshit. Let's not worry about it.
That's as close as I can get, unfortunately, because I
Okay.
do not have fast movement.
Do you want to do anything else?
Hold on, let me measure how close I am to her.
It's wild.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, my attacks require me to hit her. I guess I could, and I used my actions anyway. So yeah, I'm done.
Okay. It is Oliet, your turn.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Dang, I sure do have a lot of concentration spells. God damn it.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. I think that this is a It's an action. Okay. All right. Cool. So I'm going to. I don't know what she knows how to do, and that's scary for me. I'm going to.
Well, the tidal wave might give you a clue as to the flavor of the things.
Sure.
Do.
Yeah. Cool. Yep.
No doubt, no doubt.
No doubt. Okay, I'm going to turn to blow a kiss at Harland and give him bardic inspiration.
Hey.
And then I'm going to start muttering under my breath. I gotta tell a story. Hold on. High pressure. I'm gonna say, betray the betrayer. The puppets shall fall, and I will turn invisible.
Okay.
Nice.
You turn invisible.
And I'm going to use half my movement to get up.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the rest of my movement to get... I'll take to the air. That might be too loud. I'm just going to go boop, boop, boop behind Beza.
Okay.
I'm just going to creep behind Beza, tiptoe, and that is my turn.
Behind Beza or Villain?
Oh, Valine, I'm sorry.
Okay,
I was
just
looking
checking.
At,
Just
I
checking.
was looking at Beza's token.
He's like a floating head because his armor is see-through.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
That's my turn.
So you're invisible. God, the moment you say anything, Blaine's gonna be like, fucking hell. Harland, you're up next. Thoroughly inspired by a blown kiss from your lady.
Although I don't know where she went. Let's see. Harland is going to. Well, I mean, he doesn't really have to move.
Not all of us have that option.
Yeah. So, Harland is going to channel his inner farm boy.
Okay.
And will, like, I apologize in advance for anyone who has issues with the sounds of a body making body noises.
Okay. Ew. Ah.
And
You hawk a loogie?
and hawks a loogie in between his hands.
Ew.
I'm gonna just a
You
flavor.
could have just said spit in your hand and it would have been way less visceral.
Nope, because the material component
it.
for this particular spell is a drop of giant slug bile, which I'm just flavoring as
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lung butter.
I support you, baby.
We're going
Ew.
to go ahead.
Stop talking. God damn it.
Yeah. So he basically chucks this ball of shimmering green energy at her, and
Gross.
dex save DC 14.
Dex save DC 14. Oh, damn it. Yeah, sure. That's a 10. I have one reroll left. I'm not going to waste it.
Well, let me cast the spell in Beyond real quick.
Okay.
Okie doke. So let's see. That is going to be. Okay, I need to roll this. So it's vitriolic sphere.
Okay.
So is she resistant to acid damage? Because
She
I'm going to be
is.
rolling a lot of d4s.
She is resistant to acid damage.
Okay.
She be hanging out in the salty wastes all the time.
3, 5, 7, 10,
Yeah, I don't know either,
14,
Bullfrog.
16. That is a good question.
19, 23,
Dice are
27, 29. So 14 points of acid damage.
14. Understood. So she... really gross.
What'd you think?
Fuck off.
Why'd you have to be rude?
'Cause she's evil. Alright. So, it is Verlaine's turn. Verlaine... Which, I would just like it known that in D&D Beyond, he is still called Verlaine, comma, your troubled friend.
I mean, if the shoe fits.
Because that is definitely what he has. Alright, so he is going to charge forward. And... let me see. Oh, shit, yeah. He's gonna try first. No, he's not gonna do that. She's a fucking queen. Alright, so, he's going to charge forward, and he's gonna try to attack her. If he can make it, his movement is not the greatest.
Yeah. Welcome to my world.
Yeah, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah. You and Verlaine trying to catch up to her.
I know
and-
this stupid mud's a bitch.
Trying not to fall into this fucking thing. And he is going to cast... He's gonna cast Ceremony. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, sure, we'll give it a try. He's gonna try to cast Hold Person on her. So, does that thing again where he, like, kind of clamps his hand down. And he's like, stop running! And, gonna cast, and she needs to make a wisdom save.
What happened? What happened?
She's gonna use
What
her
happened?
legendary resistance.
Oh.
Oh, I don't like it.
She did fail, though. I want it for the record. I think everyone would have seen it. Yeah, you guys would have seen it on the stream. It was a 16 total.
Yeah, the dice cam's on stream.
Yeah. She has a +6 and she rolled a 10. Anyway, so... Oh god, accountability. Ugh. I have to remember that I can't do any sort of creativity with the dice tonight. I did this to myself. Alright, so yeah, so she just... Well, if you wanted to play mind games, boy, you could do that again. And that's the end of his turn. Haru, your turn.
All right. Haru is going to use a bonus action while she is prone to invoke her symbiotic entity. So as she is laying there, you watch as the spores that normally just kind of float around her begin to coalesce around her body and almost becomes this chitinous armor around her as she basically coats herself in spores, and every step she takes as she stands up and steps forward, just spores explode out from her.
It also starts triggering some of the some of the things around you. There's some more glowing going on. This is like foreign spores. It's a little weird and heady, but then. Oof.
And she just looks hardier as well. So she looks a bit beefier, if you will. And then she just kind of puts a finger or hand out and just looks at the queen and just goes, "Wither," and casts Blight at 4th level.
Hell yes.
So
What do I have to roll?
I need a con save.
Constitution. You picked the one thing she's not super great at.
Woo!
That's an
okay with
18
that.
total.
That'll make it. So
She rolled well.
So that is 30 points of
what?
Of necrotic damage.
Of which she is not resistant to. 30.
Had she not made it, she would have taken 60.
Whew, she didn't like that. And there's just this, like, black, like, veining going up as the spores touch.
That's an improvement. And that's the end of her turn.
She looks around. She's muttering to herself.
What button? What do you want?
Can anybody read lips?
Yes. Yes,
Clara?
I can.
She's looking around. You see her mutter, "Where are you, my love?"
Just looking for someone.
And she quick spins and runs, and brings out her sword again and slices down, and another cut forms, and she dives into it.
This is gonna get old.
God damn it! And Verlaine starts charging. Are we going? Come on!
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
Yep.
And he starts running through, and this portal starts sort of shifting a little bit. She doesn't seem to be making any attempt to close it behind her. She's just moving as quickly as she can. And you all dive into the portal again. And you are suddenly hit with a massive amount of wind and noise, and the ground is shaking underneath you as you're in, like, rubble, and you see these sort of, like structures sticking up, but you realize they're not structures, they're fingers. And you're moving, and it takes a second for you all to realize that you're in a hand of something that's moving. And you look up, and you see a massive stone titan, just stoic-faced, moving forward. And you see Her Majesty sort of scrambling up some of the rocks.
Jeez, so cool.
And I have yet to figure out how to get it to always work with the video. Theoretically, you should be able to play on the video,
Cool.
but this is the best way I could do it right now. So, she sees you all following her, and she says, "Don't you have a book to be seeing to?" And she flashes her sword at you, and it catches the sun, and this bright, blinding flare hits all of you as she casts it in like a cone ahead of you. Everybody, I need you to give me a Constitution save. DC 20.
Oh,
Yikes.
Good at this.
13.
Okay. You have rerolls.
I'm real good at Constitution.
I might use one of the rerolls. I don't know how bad this is going to be.
I would use it.
Oh, yeah, the Bardic
Oh,
Inspiration is a D8.
great.
Yeah?
Correct.
Great. I'm going to use a
Correct.
reroll.
Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna
enough.
use. I had inspiration, so I'm gonna use my inspiration to get rid of
Yeah,
to reroll
go for it.
because that's a natural one.
Yeah, you definitely want it.
So I'm learning
What
what
did
I
you
need
roll?
to do with
Another
my
one?
Die Hard dice and not the roller
God
on
damn
the
it.
website. So it's a 20 exactly.
Okay, so
Same.
anybody who passed Nothing happens. The ones who failed, the light strikes you, and all you see is white, and you are blinded.
Yay!
You can make the saving throw again at the end of your turn to end the effect.
Okay.
Beza, you presumably sort of put your hand up and are able to dodge the glare and don't get, or maybe it's just because your eyes aren't made of eyeball.
I mean, that it would fit.
So you are not blinded, and you are next up. What do you do?
I'm
She
gonna
takes
run
7
up.
more points of acid damage.
7 points of acid. Noted.
That is after the reduction.
Awesome. Thank you.
Nice. Okay, so I'm going to use my, I think it's my bonus action. Yes, I'm going to use my bonus action to grow big.
Okay.
Again, it's still a extra D6. Okay. And I'm going to go attack her. I don't know if you need to make me big on the map.
Oh, yeah. How big do you get?
Large.
Everyone's like, oh God, you know there's a down, right? Like, suddenly taking up a bunch of this space. Yeah,
Well, she,
so you...
I mean, she would move so that she doesn't knock anybody off.
Sure, that's fair. But, I mean, that's a really good point, though. We'll deal with that in a bit. Let me get you control. I keep forgetting, because I'll do that in a second. Like, I'll get all of them controlled by each of you. I made copies before I set these, so I'll go fix that on everybody's on the next screen.
Okay.
Okay, so you should control now. You should be able
I
to.
do. Okay. So I'm going to move up and I'm going to attack. I have 2 attacks now.
Okay. Bless you.
27 and a 16.
27 and a 16. The 27 hits.
Okay, so it's 10 plus. Okay, so that's 12. Not
12, what kind of damage?
great. Slash
Magical or non-magical?
piercing and magical.
Piercing. Okay. Yeah. How much?
Let me just
I'm sorry.
12. I'm just double
12.
checking
Okay,
something.
yeah, she's not immune to that.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, I have 2 weapon fighting, but since I had to use my bonus action to get big, only get the 2 attacks, I think.
I gotcha. You're good.
Unless I'm miscounting.
No, you're good.
And that's it for the moment.
Okay. Aliette, your turn.
Okay.
Were you blinded?
I sure am.
So you can theoretically act. You just can't do anything that requires sight, and then you can make the Constitution save at the end of your turn.
Okay. Blinded, is that, if I attack, is that disadvantage?
Yeah,
Or
disadvantage to attack.
This bitch.
You automatically fail any skill check that requires sight. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and attack rolls from the creature have disadvantage. So,
Well, I am still invisible.
correct. Good point.
So, would I have seen her, or can I get enough of a sense of her, of where she might be, that I can get within melee range of her?
You could start running forward, sure. Yeah. I would say, yeah, I'd say you're right, like, as long as you don't run backwards, you should be okay.
Okay. Just
kinda
lift off of the
moving around.
ground slightly, because
mean,
I don't...
Sure. Oh,
This seems dangerous.
No,
Don't do that? Oh, that's true. We're
it's
moving on a
moving.
giant creature. I would know
You
that.
start flying and it just leaves you.
I'm like, no!
This is not one of those things where like you
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
maintain momentum.
All right, so I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna start fumbling over this.
How far forward do you go?
I'm gonna just a straight line, I guess, next to Beza.
You just walk
So-
till you hit Beza.
Yeah, I'm just feeling around like
Sure. Poof. You hit stone.
till I hit.
I mean, yeah,
Goa.
she's gonna know what that feels like.
Yeah. Okay, and I can hear Beza in combat with her, so I'm gonna attempt to reach out and like grab at her somewhere, torso, neck, somewhere, area, waist. I don't. She's tall. I forgot. So just out at her.
Mm-hmm.
So attack at disadvantage. Oh, hold
She
on,
got a
hold
little
on.
smaller while she's been
Oh.
running around. You'd think compact is like she's trying to have more momentum, better
Okay.
momentum.
That's fair. Yeah, this is a melee spell attack. Okay, 17 and 15 plus.
Oh,
Hold
go
on,
ahead.
hold on, hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. I'm in a panic. What is my spellcasting modifier? Plus 7. So at
Those will-
disadvantage,
Oh, go ahead.
15 plus 7.
That will
So
hit.
22.
22.
That'll hit. Yeah, that
Thank
hits.
you. I was like, numbers. Okay, so as I am fumbling around, I'm like, oh, Beza, thank fuck. And I'm just gonna, with the other hand, reach out towards her. And the entirety, it starts at my fingertips. There's this black smoke that starts to wreath around my arm. And as soon as I make contact with her, I start sucking the life force out of her with vampiric touch. So she,
Awesome.
wherever I make contact, it just starts to like crackle and gray. And
Amazing.
because I'm invisible, I get extra necrotic damage
Hell yeah.
for my Dark Slayer story. So that's, it's not actually that much. 3d6 necrotic plus my bardic die. Okay, so she takes 6, 10, 12, 16 points of necrotic damage.
16 necrotic, okay.
Necrotic, and I regain 8 points of health.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Very nice.
What's it called when you're scared and turned on at the same time?
Scare roused.
You're looking at the barrel, down the barrel of the rest of your life.
Incredible.
That is my
That was
action
amazing.
and my movement. And then as a bonus action, I'm not, no, that's all I'm gonna do for that. And then no, I'll start thinking of another story as my bonus action.
Okay.
And I wanted to attempt this save again, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead. DC 20 Constitution save.
Yeah. I have a +1 con save, so nope.
How close was it?
Not very close at all.
Okay.
It was an 11 on the die, so 12. Fine.
Okay.
I'm just holding on to Beza's hem like a small child at a mall.
no.
I apologize if I'm making terrible faces. My son managed to start a small fire in our microwave, and so everything smells like burnt popcorn and melted plastic right now.
Oh no.
It's really bad.
Oh, I'm
That is my turn.
sorry.
How?
Don't worry about it. Okay. Then we've got Harland. You're up next.
Of course I am. Yeah. So yeah, that you've seen him cast this before. There's kind of like that ripple that happens out of the center of his chest, and he, kind of grabs at it and throws it towards the Queen of the Trade. It's like,
Okay.
why don't you try this on for size? And I need to roll an attack. It's a ranged spell attack. So I get to do that. That is, can I use my inspiration to reroll that? That's slightly better. That's another creature. Okay, how's a 19 to hit?
That just hits.
Yes!
That's her
Okay,
AC.
good. Amazing. Okay, so casting Chaos Bolt at her. So that is going to be there's one of them. It's a 5 and a 3. So a 5 is lightning and a 3 is fire. We're gonna do fire damage. So that's 8 point. Not fire. Lightning damage. That's 8 points plus how many d6s on this? 4. So 1, 2, 3, 12, 15. 15 plus 8 is 23 points of lightning damage.
23. All right. Whew. Okay.
And that's his turn.
All right, Harland. It's Verlaine's turn, and Verlaine charges forward again. Verlaine charges in. There's so many people. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, which gets him right up on her, and he is going to attack her. Come on, boy. Come on. Come on.
What'd you roll? What'd you roll? It takes so long to show up on the stream.
No. But he has a plus. Oh, his sword's a +2. He hits. Hooray! He rolled an 8. He still hit.
Nice.
Okay, so he hits her, and as he does, you watch him like he threw back with this like extra oomph to it, and as he hits her, there's this flash of that brilliant light again as he smites.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
All right.
Yes, he do. Yes, he
Divine
do.
Divine Smite does a thing. Where are you at? It's been a while. I've never played a paladin before.
They're fun.
2d8 extra radiant damage. Hell yeah. Alright, so he is going to his... Okay. So that's 13 magical slashing plus 2d what? 2d8. Nice, another 11, so it's 24. So he does 24 slashing / radiant damage.
Very nice, very nice.
Nice.
And she kind of she sort of like stumbles a bit back when he hits her. Who's scared now? He's a little pissed.
He has every right to be.
Yeah, a little bit. And she looks up at him, just like, just a little boy playing sorts. And he may or may not have something else to throw at her because of that bullshit. Nope, he don't have nothing. Okay, so that is Verlaine. Paru, your turn.
All right. Paru is blinded at the moment. She can't see. But when has that stopped Paru from doing anything? She is... She is going to conjure an elemental to do her fighting for her if she can't see.
Nice.
So she starts whispering something in primordial, and let's do a fire elemental. Like, you just see this little tiny spark start, and then grow and grow and grow until there is this swirling fire elemental that she conjures, and we'll listen to her. And she tells it to go attack the queen.
What kind of elemental? Just
Fire.
fire. Thank you. All right. Fire elemental. Come on. Nope. All right. Cool. I will just put a thing of fire.
I might have one. Oh wait, it's not
No,
my game.
it's fine. We're just gonna make it a little fireball. How big is it? Is it large or medium?
Medium.
Okay, so little fireball, just hanging out. And so it flies over.
Yeah, and we'll make a slam attack.
Go for it. Fire slam.
Since actually it makes 2 slam attacks. Sorry,
Oh, fire slam twice.
because I don't have to see it.
That
since
wasn't
we're-
anything. That wasn't a thing.
23 to hit for the first one, that hit?
20. Yes, that'll hit.
and that is a natural 20 for the second.
That'll hit too.
Okay, so 18 fire damage
Okay. Okay.
first hit, and then so a nat 20 will double that, right?
No, I do full damage, or a regular roll plus the max on the damage die. That's what I
Okay,
do.
so
So it's roll regular, roll like a normal hit,
okay,
and then whatever the
So-
damage die is for that hit, you add the maximum.
okay. So let's see, so that would be 10 plus 8. So 17 plus 18. 35 points of fire for the second.
Okay. Yeah. That fire just kind of overtakes and based purely, I mean, maybe not purely on the fact that that is an absolute polar opposite of her element. Like, there's no resistance to that. She just takes the full brunt of that. And
Since it's actually an element, since it's an elemental, it actually doesn't do any damage to anybody else around it. It's an actual creature, so it's only attacking her. There's no
good
spellage.
clarification. Thank you for the question in chat. So yeah, you the fire elemental just and she gives out a bit of a strained grunt at the feeling of burning. She sort of hisses, and there's like over her tattoos there's some like burn scarring.
And then do I get to try and save against the blinding again?
Yes, you can. DC 20 Constitution save.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
I have to roll a 19 or a 20 basically to break it.
Yeah,
So-
it's rough.
So yeah. Hey, that's okay. That's why I have the fire elemental. It can see for me.
She's struggling a little bit. At that fire damage though, she like actively kind of stumbles back a little bit and a little to a knee.
I do like my fish crispy fried.
I was gonna say the whole place smells like a fish fry.
Gross.
Llama hungry.
Blaine, I think you have tartar sauce somewhere.
Ew, gross. Okay. She looks around. She's muttering again. Paru, you can't see anything, so you can't see her
see it.
muttering. And she looks around. Oliette, you're nearby, though, and Beza, you're nearby. You kind of hear her say something like, just one more sign, my love. Just one more sign. Come on. And she looks around, and she sees something in the space behind her. Like, she sees some stuff on the hand. And then she looks at Verlaine and says, maybe just one for the road. And she casts Gaius on him at 9th level. It's a DC 20. Verlaine has... Let me double check. Is Gaius a wisdom or a charisma save? It's a wisdom save, okay. Elaine does not have a great wisdom. Wow. I mean, I'm gonna go for it, but he literally has to roll a 20.
If he rolls a 16, I might be able to help.
No, he rolled a 5.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And she goes, buy me a little time, won't you, love?
No.
And
Angela, no! No!
it's not my fault. And Verlaine sort of like looks like he's struggling to hold on, and then just kind of like the shaking it out kind of stops, and she kind of gives him a little smirk and goes, "There's a good boy." And she slices the air behind her and just falls back off the hand into the portal. We did just have a thing, though. Chris, you have DM powers. I'm gonna say she didn't dive into the portal yet.
Okay.
Because that happened before I described it.
Wait. Okay.
I'll start the timer when... Hold on, I'll start the timer. Let me... Like, you can collect your thoughts.
Wait, I just want to clarify a couple things. One, so I'm still blinded, but I can hear that she's looking for an exit, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and I hear her do this exchange with Verlaine.
You hear it.
Okay.
I think Gaius has verbal components also.
It
so
does.
you
I mean, that's
probably
basically
have
like she was
spell.
speaking to. It's only verbal, in point of fact.
Okay, but that happens, and that's when the timer is going to start? That has occurred.
He has been charmed with a 9th level spell, with the 9th level Gaius, and you know it happened. And you heard her say, buy me some time.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I guess.
All right, in 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Have fun.
Okay, so she draws her sword and turns behind her to rip open this passage through. And as she turns, instead of wherever she thinks she's going, she sees this massive entity that Beza has seen before, and Beza alone. And as she rips open this hole in space and time, they, who have been looking for Beza and all of us, begin to reach out and attempt to pull all of us through, including her.
Okay. Fuck. Okay, yeah, I need strength saves from everybody.
Amazing, I'm so...
I will...
Amazing and terrifying.
And that's the end of your minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I
What?
Okay, I'm gonna say a strength save of...
Oh my god. I rolled a nat 20. Thank God.
I'm gonna
'cause
say
my
a strength
is not
save of
high.
18.
I rolled a 19, so that is 21.
23.
Anybody not make it?
We don't
Because I'm
know
holding
yet.
Beza's
We
hand.
have
Hold on, hold
reroll.
on.
Harlan. 7. Okay, Harlan didn't make it.
What's-
You can use a
I'm
reroll.
holding
Rerolls.
Beza's hand. Wait, what was the DC?
Can use a reroll, I
19.
guess.
19.
Okay.
Can she
13.
use Beza's body to help block the grab?
I mean, you're big.
I am large
guess. I
size.
guess. Sure. You get advantage. You can roll with advantage.
Right.
So roll
Oh,
again.
I forgot.
Kyle.
Actually, I'm large. I have advantage on
And-
strength checks, but I rolled a 20, so it's fine.
Oh, I have advantage on strength checks too because I'm
Yeah.
my mushroom
18.
form.
18. The DC was 19.
Oh, good. Tides of Chaos.
Yay!
Good to know. Good to know. Good to know.
Fuck.
God damn.
I used a reroll, reroll, not at advantage because my good one wasn't very good.
Oh, I need to roll for her.
Oh my god! I rolled a 19 on the die.
Hell yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit!
Oh, I'm sorry. No, wait, no. Strength is actually something she's pretty good at. Okay.
So I'm gonna spend sorcery points to do something I haven't done yet. Bend my
She rolled
own
a nat
luck.
20.
Ah!
Oh my
Fucking-
god.
Proof. She rolled a 20.
I know. Doesn't mean we have to
I
be
know.
happy about it.
There's something freeing about having you all see it. I'll be like, I did it.
Listen, it's not my fault.
It's not my fault. Dice did it. This dice usually fucks me.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So she sees this clockwork hand and it grabs onto her and she goes, "Oh no, I'll see you soon." And like shoves back at it and takes another slice and slices near the hand. Another portal opens. Did anybody fail the save? Harlan did. I need Verlaine.
Even with your tides of chaos?
Yeah,
All right, I need Verlaine to roll as well.
I cannot bend my own luck. The only
Oof.
thing I can do for myself is Tides of Chaos.
Verlaine made it too. Okay, so Verlaine made it too.
my God.
Not that you really want him to make it, given what's going on.
Yeah, this is not
No,
great.
But
But
so
Well, I mean, I do because I don't want Blaine where we can't see him and can't try to help him, but yeah.
Harland, as this arm reaches out, kind of gets shoved by Beza and just goes straight out. Like literally, the line goes to you, and it reaches out like dozens and dozens of feet and grabs you. Starts pulling. I need you to give me a D9000
oh,
because this is the fun place to do it. Or D10,000. Sorry.
Okie
wow.
doke.
Hey, I'm sorry if I got you kidnapped by the mechanics.
That's fine.
God,
It's just a fun.
alright.
It's a
My
side
bad.
quest. Side
How
quest.
about 1, 2, 3, 4?
Wow, that's
Has
some.
to be
1, 2, 3,
either
Thanks,
super
Super.
good or super bad.
Give me another one.
Okay.
Those aren't fun.
Raccoons falling out of the sky that you can't pick up.
The caster is rumored to use clairvoyance for the purposes of voyeurism. Don't want that. Why do you need to be a voyeur when Paru just Beza just walks around all naked
He's
Paru?
had enough of it for today. 8325.
8325. 8325.
Bex, I don't know what the odds are. I just know that like I have this as a bookmark and it just every time I pull it up it rolls something new. So it's,
I mean, it's a random number generator. The odds are 1 in 10,000.
Okay.
Comfort cat is here.
Amazing. That's really fun. Okay, so Harlan, the hand grabs you and then you feel it start to get cold, like all in its joints, everything. And it holds and then freezes. It just kind of like sticks to the it can't pull. You gonna try to get out?
yes.
Go ahead and give me a strength
Yes.
check. Strength or acrobatics, whichever works.
I think he's technically better at acrobatics because he's
Dude,
partially trained.
Are you gonna like? Yeah, it's whether you push your way out or you weasel your way out,
trying to okay,
or
so
feroce your way out, as it were.
yeah, he cannot borrow his way out there. I think he tries to like use his shovel as leverage to kind of like squirm. You know how you
Okay.
like try to like. So I don't know if it's strength or acrobatics. So I just roll the d20, and you tell me what's up.
Yeah.
That's a nat 20.
Okay. Yeah. You're just like
Oh
fuck this,
my
fuck
God.
this, fuck this, fuck this, and you slide out of this frozen gauntlet, and you just see it start to scrape back into the portal. This like clockwork mechanical arm, because all metal armor nearby is chilled to freezing, including Verlaine.
Well, I'm glad I'm not wearing metal armor.
As Verlaine like hits the ground and just like
Oh, including
can't
hers?
move.
Sorry, no.
She's wearing more leather-studded stuff than.
So
metal
she's gone through a different portal. She cut a second portal.
Yeah, she cut through, but she hasn't fallen yet. We'll say all of this bullshit kind of took that movement from her. And Verlaine is a little like can't quite move, and it hurts because it's all really, really cold.
You doing okay there, bud?
Does
And
the metal that's
he doesn't answer.
does the metal that's part of Beza count as armor? It's not
No,
technically.
you're
armor.
naturally
Okay.
armored. You're not wearing metal armor. He
Okay.
is.
Just making sure.
What's kind of cool though, because it creates this like fractal ice sort of look, and it's still all mirrored and reflective and pretty. He's like Let It Go, like the scene with all the fractal snowflakes and everything.
Except
Anyway.
if it wants to kill you.
Except it just wants to defend her.
Okay,
Just
fair.
slow
Fair, fair,
you
fair, fair.
down. She didn't
Sure.
because the fact that she knows that would be suicide to be like, no, fight them. They've already beat him once. So yeah, I don't think she'd say that. So that is the end of whose turn was it? Don't
Hers.
remember.
Her
It was
turn, I guess,
turn.
yeah.
It was her turn because someone gave Aaliyah DM fiat. All right, so Beza, it is your turn now.
Okay.
Fuck.
Uh,
I know we're like right on our hard time. Over this round, we'll wrap it up.
I attack.
Okay, go ahead and attack. Aaliyah, you're on deck.
Yeah.
As if you haven't done enough already.
Okay, I think only one of those hit. 27, 17, and 15.
Yes, only one of those hit. I'm here now. Bloop.
Okay, so that's 10
bloop.
plus.
Oh, because you're rolling in.
Mhm.
You're rolling in that.
Okay, so that's 16 points of piercing damage.
16 points of magical piercing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I only hit once.
Okay.
And then that's my turn.
All right, Aaliyah, you're up, and Harlan, you're on deck.
Okay. Oh, am I...
Please take this moment
Nope.
to recover from the heart attack.
Listen.
Aaliyah,
Okay.
you don't have time to do that.
Yeah.
Only Harlan gets time to do that.
I'm going to. Well, technically, this is still a concentration spell. So, wait, did she go anywhere?
No.
Is she still within grabbing distance?
She probably. I would have given you. Yes, she's still within grabbing distance.
Okay.
I'm gonna say she didn't actually move anywhere.
Okay. I'm just gonna. I don't want to let go of Beza because I'm scared I'm gonna get left behind if they leave me here. But I'm gonna reach out towards her again and try and attack her again with this vampiric touch because it's still going. So like, why waste it?
Okay.
Melee. I'm gonna use a reroll. She's right here.
Alrighty.
That's a nat 20.
Jiminy Christmas.
Hold on.
Yes.
Verlaine's shield, which is sort of floating at his arm, that like spectral shield,
Okay.
like hits forward. Roll again, disadvantage.
Okay. Nasty. Oh
Damn it.
my god. Hang on. I think
Yeah.
it's 13 on the die with disadvantage. So dirty 20. But
That's fine. He took the
that's
crit away.
really fucking rude.
So yeah, Verlaine just. Sorry, sunshine.
Okay. Listen. That's fine. I'm gonna roll 3d6 again. 13 points of necrotic damage to her.
Okay.
So I regain 6. Which is good because I was looking a little rough. Okay. And then that is oh yeah, I can't because I guess I'll do my con save because I'm still blind. Right?
Yes.
Or did okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it didn't really matter then, because you would have had disadvantage to attack
That's
her.
true, that's true, that's true.
So it's fine.
Well,
It as stand. I'm gonna let it stand. That's fine.
damn it. That's a 15.
That does not hit.
Still blind.
Okay. All right. That is Harlan's turn, and then Melane's on deck.
Where is the new tear?
The new tear, I'll make a little space for it. The new tear is right. Oh, come on. Let me draw the thing. The new tear is like right here.
And where's the first tear?
The first tear kind of closed up when the
Okay.
hand. It was like right here.
Got it.
They were within 5 feet of each other. Basically, like one was here, and one was in the other box.
So it's safe to say that it's a 5-foot portal, right?
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's
Okay.
magic.
Yes.
Okay. I see your brain moving.
Yeah.
It's a magic hole, Heartland.
Mm-hmm.
just put it out there.
Yes, it is. It is a
Oh,
magic
boy.
hole.
So.
So
Uh-huh.
Harland remembers that he stole something recently
Yep.
and
you
puts
stole-
a hole in the giant's hand.
Right underneath her.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, cool. Fuck yeah.
Love it, I love it,
So, that's a
Perfect.
slightly bigger than 5-foot hole that you took out too. So, I'm gonna need, so she's gonna make a dex save, and I need Beza and the fire elemental to also make a dex save.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Go ahead and take 4 off of whatever she rolls.
Okay, so she rolled a 10, so she rolled a 6. And then dex is 12 total.
24.
24, okay. Dex save for the poor fire. Oh, the fire elemental can fly,
I'm
can
a
it?
wielder,
flies,
so dex
it flies,
It
save
flies,
is
it doesn't
stat.
matter. So, the fire elemental just like
It
floating.
hovers.
It's
It
just like-
hovers and flies. Yeah, it's
Okay.
definitely-
And Beza, you back up out of the way. She does not make it. The save, that is.
Nah.
No, he can't do anything. Okay.
What are you
He
doing
used his
now?
reaction already, so he can't do anything else. So yeah, she the hole opens up and she like slips and just
Ah.
starts falling. And is that the end of your turn, Harlan?
Yeah, that's hit. I don't know if a hole like using a hole thrower is his action.
It's
But he uses.
I would
he has
say
action
it
and
is-
reaction.
I would say it's an action to actually plant a hole somewhere. Is yeah.
Is it an
5,
A bonus action to take one.
25. No, I would say it's an action to do either.
okay? Then yeah, that's the end of his turn.
Okay.
That would have been amazing.
You do see it's Verlaine's turn. You do see Verlaine sort of scramble to the hole to try to catch her, and he misses, and she just falls. And he just puts his hand to his chest, and he casts Remove Curse.
Yes.
And that's called character growth.
Why don't we just
And then
keep
he
an eye
stabs
out
her.
for what she's doing?
Because that is one of only 3 spells that can remove a 9th level Gaius. Remove Curse, Greater Restoration, or Wish. Can remove
Love it.
So, he casts Remove Curse on himself, and you just watch his entire body relax. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. He looks straight at you, Oliette. I'm sorry.
You all right there, bud?
No.
You gonna be all right there, bud?
Oh, I don't see that, so I'm just like, what?
No, she's gone.
Where'd she go?
Well, I guess you could slice into the air, I guess.
Well, I
I
mean,
don't know.
Harlan
I don't know.
put the hole that he stole from the Hive of Displeasure right under her feet. She fell.
No,
the
no. I'm saying she's not falling anymore. She poofed.
Mm.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Well then,
I'm not jumping
I
in the
think
hole. Hold up.
Ew.
What was she looking for?
an exit?
She was mumbling something about, I need another
her
son,
love.
my love, or some shit like that.
And he starts scrambling, looking around on the ground.
I can't help. I'm sorry. I can't see. Crap.
Oh shit. Oh no. I can help. Hold on. Yeah, I can help. Just give me a sec.
No worries.
What are
And
you
you-
looking for?
Whatever she was looking for something in the other place too. Some sign, something?
Yes. Where are you, my love, is
like
what you
she was-
said.
It was like she was looking around for trail markers or something.
Yeah. And he looks down and he,
Harlan will try to assist.
yeah, Harlan, you get over there and Verlaine is looking down and he trying to get around the hole. And there is a smear of words in ink on on the wrist of the giant. What languages do you speak, Harlan?
Common, Elvish, and Giant.
It's funny because you're on a giant, but no, it doesn't help. Verlaine speaks Sylvan and Deep Speech, which means he knows what this says. It's him.
Great.
So,
He left her notes.
so do we follow?
Her or him?
Well-
She fell. I'm saying I don't want to jump down the hole, Oliet.
Is the portal open there?
Well, the portal in the hand is open. Like at the hand, like where she was gonna go is open.
Oh,
She fell down and went and just went somewhere else other than falling to her death.
so she didn't open another portal underneath her.
No, she did. She fell down, but it was lower when she was falling. She had already
right,
gotten
right.
past the hand.
Right.
And cut a portal
Is that
open.
portal still open?
You can't tell it. Like he moved. Like the giant moved, because it's moving forward.
So the portal that she was trying to get to is still open
Correct.
and available to us. Oh yeah. Should we?
I mean, sit here.
should we
or
go through this
go
one?
forward.
I'm like reaching out, like blindly trying to find Harlan.
Oh,
Why don't I pick this up and he'll
No, yeah.
pick the hole back up, just like.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. And you feel Verlaine's hand on your face. Oh wait, hold on. Just stop moving.
I wait.
Don't be weird about it. I'm trying to help you. And you feel this like cool, refreshing sort of sensation that kind of goes a little bit like you put your head in ice water, like trying to and when you kind of squeeze your eyes shut at that sensation and you open and you can see. There. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Don't
Thank you.
look down. And
I'm aware.
Okay. And he goes
need to
to
get-
find Paru. Yeah? What's up, Harlan?
Who's gonna get power too? Who's gonna
Yeah,
ask
I got
him?
it. And he starts scrambling over. Paru,
Watch
don't move.
out.
Don't
Hey.
move. Hold on.
My fiery friend still here.
Yeah, he's fine. He's just flying. He's chilling. Technically, not chilling.
To deal
but,
with
you know.
him. I think we need to follow her.
You want
But
to
how
just
are
jump?
we
Why not?
supposed to get
can't-
down there?
I mean, you
Does this
can.
creature seem sentient? This thing holding us?
It's very, very, very big. And making a lot of noise. Like, you guys are talking and you're shouting over it. Like, just the sheer... Just...
Won't she end up where she wanted to go anyway?
I don't know. I don't know how the
Yeah.
portals work.
Couldn't
She
we
was
beat her
looking.
there?
She was looking for a portal. I don't know if that means any portal would take her there. I think she needed to know where to cut. And as he's shouting that back at Harland, Verlaine kneels down. Paru, hold on. I'm right here. Hold on. Hold up. Come here. I can fix the eyeball thing.
Thank you.
And he puts his hands sort of on your face with like his thumbs over your eyes a little as he mutters. You hear him kind of muttering a little bit under his breath, and he casts Lesser Restoration. You feel that cool as if you had like dunked your face in cold water, and the light fades a little bit because you were blinded into like white, and then you can see, and he's got his hands like You okay? You good?
Yeah, I'm
Okay. Good. He like
I'm
pats
good
your
now.
face. Okay. Good. All right, come on. And he offers you a hand to help you up. Come on.
Thanks.
And you get up, and I say we go in the one that's available and doesn't involve us jumping off a hand.
Harlan jumps through.
I agree.
Okay.
Oh, well, that answers that choice. Okay.
I like your style, and
Besa
he,
follows.
Villain and Paru come up towards you. Olia, do you jump? You gonna seriously split the party right now? Seriously? How did the last time you visit her go?
Yeah, okay, fine. I'll go through. I'll go through with everybody else.
Okay.
Right, come on, Smokey! And she takes the fire elemental with her.
What did you call him?
Smokey!
Smokey?
Smoky.
Because that's what my house smells like right now.
Oh my god, this is what the elemental smells like to you. It's just like burnt plastic and
plastic.
Oh
popcorn.
my god.
All right, so you all start. You all jump in to the. You all jump in, and you. You jump in,
Smoky.
and as you jump in, you feel a very strong sensation of falling. And you hit hard surface. Stone. Carved stone. Like a room. Ow.
All right.
Yeah, that hit.
Yeah, I'm okay. I just, sucked overall.
Well,
Where are we? And you look around and you see, that was my map. You see you're in some sort of storage room. There's books and armor and weapons and like tents and like equipment and stuff. And
Some sort of quartermasters.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
kind of looks like it.
And Villain sort of gets up, and there's fire with the fire elemental, just like hanging out behind you.
I know this is super weird, bud. Sorry.
And crackling. Everybody, give me a perception check.
Six.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
25.
11.
25. Let's see how Villain does real quick. Yeah, 25. Paru, as everyone is looking around and trying to figure out where the hell you are, you see a few banners on the wall and among the armor, and there's a shield. And you see a symbol of a tree. Vaguely like the Fey tree, but a little more like Fagro. But it's a little more like hardcore, like the roots kind of look like swords. It's trying to be all. And you
Yeah.
also find a uniform with like a raven on it. A pair of ravens.
Oh. Ah. I think this is
What?
good.
What? What is that? Is ravens?
Ravens.
Okay.
Are we
Tree.
at the farmhouse?
No, this is not the farmhouse. This looks like a keep. It's all stone.
Shit.
And Villain looks outside. Like, there's like, he kind of like goes for the door and kind of cracks it.
Do you see Dave Bautista?
Oh my god. No, we don't see Dave Bautista. Who had next highest after Paru?
I think that was me as a 16.
Olia, you see that there's some light coming through one of the walls. It looks like there might be a table in front of a window. You didn't see it right away, but
Okay.
Lillian's like, can you check outside? See, oh,
It's big enough to look through, or do I need to
you
try
can
to
move
open
the
the
table
window?
a little bit.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
You just kind of shift it over and you look. You see a banner up on a rampart and a couple of soldiers. The banner has a heraldry symbol with that tree. You remember on the map is the symbol for Fort Wildwood.
Get. Holy shit.
And then you hear and flying past the keep, almost circling the keep, is a dragon or a drake that is a little see-through as it flies in front of the sun,
Is that what I think it is?
like it's made of paper.
Oh no.
And then you see another one,
Oh,
and they both perch on the wall of the keep. And you glance down, and you see soldiers, and then you see paper soldiers. And that's where we're gonna end session.
oh no.
That's not good. That's really not good.
And to think we almost went there.
Wow. So that was a thing. Last chance for y'all to enter
Yes!
the raffle.
Exclamation point
Brain-
B-Day! Exclamation point B-Day!
My God.
I have
Button
so much
says
screaming.
enter the
Oh, no.
contest. Like mental screaming is real big right
Okay.
So much internal
All right.
screaming.
This is fine.
Mhm.
This is
Literally,
fine.
so much happened. I
Yeah.
don't even know. Like,
I was gonna
what?
say we were gonna end combat halfway through, and then someone gave Chris DM powers, and she ended, and then Harlan ended the combat. I am sorry. We did break our hard stop. I'm so sorry. I keep doing that. I'm really bad about it. But definitive stop. Okay. If everyone's all set for the raffle, it was a free for all. So please,
Yep,
please
free
don't
for all.
be. Please don't be mad if one of the players. I didn't do it.
I did because
I have
they're
so
too
many.
You're
pretty.
bad.
I could not. I
I
couldn't
did.
not. They were so gorgeous.
Oh
yes,
yes.
enter the
Oh,
raffle
Otter. Enter exclamation point B-Day.
for these lovely dice. They are the Die Hard Dice Dreamscape Larkspur metal dice. They are beautiful.
There you go.
That one
Thank
die.
you.
That die just
That
doesn't
one
want to be
die
there.
does not want. It wants to stay with me.
It wants to go home with you.
It wants to stay with me.
All
Anybody
right.
who wins the raffle deserves them, Bex.
Yeah.
Seriously.
because they're nice things.
They are nice
Um,
things.
Where did it go?
So if anybody, it's not actually. I just
It's-
don't know
I
how to
mean-
change the code.
Thank you.
I'll try to figure out how to change the code. I don't know where it is. Yeah, I don't know
There
where
we
it is. Someone remind
Found
me
it.
to figure it out because literally there's no feature in any of the Streamlabs cloud bots.
You know what?
to
I'm sure
change
it
the
is
code.
someone's birthday somewhere, and therefore
Sure,
we
it's
forget.
always somebody's birthday.
One's birthday
That'd be
somewhere.
weird. That'd be creepy. That's a good story
You know
prompt.
what I meant? Some,
Nobody's birthday.
some. Oh my god, that would be the weirdest day ever.
All right, if everybody is set, anybody else? Anybody else?
Let's
We're gonna
go.
yeah. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're gonna close entries. All right, everybody, let's pick our winner. And the winner of the what kind of dice? Larkspur something. Damn it.
Dreamscape Larkspur.
Dreamscape Larkspur dice is Kyle. You got the dice.
Oh my God.
It's Kismet.
They will come to you, sir.
Oh my god.
Wow. Oh no.
You did really want them, so I'm actually very happy.
I did not expect that. Okay.
Well,
You
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 earned
did
them fair
actually
and square.
beg them for me. I begged these.
You earned them fair and square.
All right, I am gonna put a note.
You know what?
So
That's
these
for
are
the
for you.
whole. That's for the
That is
whole.
for the whole. Well done, sir.
Okay.
Well
I'll
done,
go listen
sir.
to some Alice in Chains.
All right.
down in the hole.
Oh my god.
It's awesome.
Cards fan gets a haircut and all the
haircut.
luck.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna open the floor to this at some point, since next week is the first Tuesday of the month. We'll have new dice. Tessa,
will
would
have new
you
dice.
be interested at all in another giveaway with the new set of
I
dice?
would, because this. Would you like a preview?
Why not?
Would you like a
It's too fun.
start? Well, I mean,
Well, I have a
starting
fun
on,
idea for the giveaway, actually.
starting on Friday. Our new code will be Dice Dragon,
Oh no.
and the dire
Oh.
enthrall.
Oh no. Is
Is-
it the dragon scale?
It is not the dragon scale. It is the multi-class
Oh.
dire enthrall.
Shit.
So if you
Okay.
have other dice that you like, or you multi-class your characters, you can take the you can
Take one
it apart
half and put it
and
together
swap
and
it
mhm.
with other. I happen to
other
have one.
dire
Legit.
dice.
I happen to have one right here.
Oh my.
And so you know, you just kind of take it over here, and it's this beautiful dark color, and you just snap it on, and suddenly you have
A multi-class.
Dice.
Okay, I'm gonna put this.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put this for the record. This is what we're doing this month. You want a big dice? You gotta show us a big moment. I'm going to release the. I'm gonna release the hero forges for all of the characters, all the main characters, and if anybody has a pro subscription, or knows somebody with a pro subscription, if you use the scene thing and illustrate a moment from the show, we'll pick a winner from that, and they'll get the
I
dice.
love it. I love it.
Interesting.
I
Yeah.
love it.
It
I like
will
it.
be dice.
We will
Dragon
also
lore.
accept. We will also accept making a picture of
Yeah.
making a picture of that, or
All
either
fan art.
illustrating. Illustrating is valid.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you don't have a pro subscription, I think you can still make digital copies. I think. You could also do like style them, pose them separately, and then put them together in Photoshop. Whatever you want. But
Whatever you like.
illustrate your favorite moment from the show so far, and we will pick a winner from.
Oh
the
my gosh.
Things.
There's
Sorry,
so many
Dice
to pick from.
Dragons, I believe, not Dice Dragon. Let me
Was it
double
Dice
check.
Dragons?
Now that I've said that,
You don't have to use the scene, Alora. You can. We're gonna say any art.
Yes, Dice Dragons.
Any art.
Give us fan art.
This is how we get fan art. Is
Awesome.
we do a fan
This
art
is a good
challenge.
strategy.
Honestly, if someone draws that scene of Paru ratatrolling,
Oh my God.
I was gonna say, oops,
I
all
will be
Parus was a good
so-
one.
Stick figures are valid.
Happy.
It's about the. It's about.
figures
It's
Stick
about the
figures,
spirit of the image.
That works.
It's about the
Yep.
spirit of the image.
I definitely want to see Paru riding on top of an undead troll that
All
she
of
has
the.
animated.
I will say all of the art.
Any
all of the art will end up on our stream though. I will
any
show- I will
moment
show it all
from
off.
the show period or
any
just-
show from the campaign so far. Any scene from the
Amazing.
campaign so far.
There's so many choices.
Specifically a
There's
scene
so
though, not
many
just a
good
character.
ones.
So if it's a character in a specific
in a
moment.
scene doing something specific. Okay.
I love it.
Y'all.
Oh, yeah. I'll start making them too, just to like. You have the whole month. We'll do it at the end of the month. I'll put an official thing out tomorrow. I'll make a little thing.
People
Honestly,
do multiple entries.
Yeah, I am. I have no problem with that.
yeah, I'm fine with that. We
If
pick
each
the
scene
best
is like
piece.
different, I guess.
We pick the best scene.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
You have the whole month, Mouse.
Yep.
I'll start doing them too. I'll start doing scenes and stuff because I'll be honest, I really want to do the kittens at the window.
That's a good
That's my
one.
Yes.
favorite one. But yeah.
Also, next week we might have something special starting.
We
next
might,
Thursday.
in celebration of Halloween.
This spooky month.
Something a little spoopy.
We might have something by our very own Tessa on Thursday
Ooh.
nights for the month.
Listen, no one's gonna be upset if you draw a picture of Sir Tuscandale and Beza reuniting. No one's gonna be
Oh,
upset about that.
by next week as
No one's
well.
gonna be upset about that.
By next
No one's
week,
gonna be upset about
not at all.
Are Harlan and Oliet kissing at sunrise? No one's gonna be
Brussels
upset about
sprout
that
seed,
one.
the origin of Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
origin of
Just,
Brussels sprouts.
just
Very
nick
good.
it like slowly stealing the book out of Oliet's bag.
That will get you disqualified.
What about Missy saving Oliet? Ugh. That also
You will
gets
be permanently
disqualified.
banned from the show and from chat. You will never be.
That sucks if I want to do it. So
draw a
I just
giant
want to
naked
give
Haru Beza, I will have words for you.
over the month as well, in celebration of the art thing, I'm going to be finishing up all of our NPCs that show up all the time. So you'll be seeing more people, like, I don't know, let's see, Her Majesty of the Folk, maybe?
Oh yeah, you should finish the queens.
Yeah, I'll finish the queens.
Please draw the time platypus. Absolutely draw the time
Give
Time
us
Platypus?
Uncle Ebsic.
Valid.
I'm working on Ebb. He's next.
Uncle Ed.
But then
and with Shenanigans.
we have
Would be a great
Nickit.
queen.
Hold on,
No.
we have Nickit.
I'm gonna say the flumps.
Yes, the
We
plumps.
have Toshi.
I love
Oh,
So
Toshi.
precious. We have Pinball, the man.
Oh my god.
And we have, of course,
Beza in front of the
Misery.
Mechanist Authority.
Oh
Yes.
shit!
Would be dope
yeah.
as shit.
Yeah.
Beza piling into Villain and knocking him off the building.
Oh yeah, sure. Anyway, so last thing I
Stuff.
want to do is I want to, obviously I didn't work with them directly, but I support a Patreon called Animated Dungeon Maps, and that is where all those maps came from. They're incredible. I'm putting the link in chat. You should definitely check them out. At a certain tier that I have, at several of the tiers, you get a ton of digital maps. They are animated. Just like that. They come with still images. There's 4K versions, there's HD versions, there's grid and gridless versions, and they're beautiful. They make such beautiful maps, and I have to just give them a shout out because it was super fun. You're gonna see a lot more of them on stream, so I want to continue promoting them because they're just freaking amazing. We only got to half of the maps that I had prepped for tonight, so
God.
at some point
Shall
you'll no, it's fine. I didn't think we were gonna get to all of them anyway, but I have some saved now for the future. So thank you all so much. This was absolutely amazing. I was really, really pleased, and you guys did a fucking great job. That was so good. We'll say for now, you defeated the first phase of Her Majesty of the trade. You did weary her.
Hell yeah.
You got her well under half. And
She took the knee.
she did.
I know.
well,
she kept fucking running though.
She took the hole in the ground. Yeah, so please come hang out with us next week. Same time, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, here on We Are Nerdsmith. You can find us on Twitter at the same address. You can also find us at patreon.com/nerdsmith. If you like what you saw tonight and you want to continue supporting us, you'll get a bunch of really cool exclusive stuff, including, I think we're due. Harland might have gotten inspired by the intimacy of buttons comment. And we're going to see what he writes for Harland.
Buttons. Oh god.
Anyway, because Henley's the gift that keeps on giving.
Hell yeah.
Actually, speaking of, let me just put the lane back up here.
I'm not gonna say that it's gonna
There we
be
go.
the same caliber that Ange helped me edit previously because we won't talk about that.
Oh,
But it's not gonna be that. It's not gonna be that. It's just gonna be
intimate.
You'll see.
I'm intrigued.
And you'll have to join our Patreon.
You'll
in
have to
order
join our
read it.
Patreon for this exclusive. I mean, our Twitch stream is technically mature audiences, but we haven't.
Very true.
We haven't crossed the threshold into Shenanigans After Dark yet.
Yet.
Yet. I know. We'll play Purplest Prose in character.
Yes, please.
That's Shenanigans After Dark. Anyway, I'm so sorry. Hello, Daisy, aka Button. Always
Yep.
cosplaying as Button. I'm gonna let everybody go because I know some people need to sleep and do things that they need to do. Thank you all so much for joining us. We'll see you next week, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, right here, or on Mondays at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, where me and my new co-host / producer Franz shoot the shit, and I will be using Hero Forge for the foreseeable future because I'm having way too much fun making characters. So, everybody, please have a safe night. Take care of yourselves. Above all, please do us a favor and be good to each other. And we'll see you soon. To be continued, chapter 44. I don't know what it's called. What the fuck? What the fork?
Yep. What
What
fort?
the fort?
Yep. Done.
Yep.
Done.
Perfect.
All right. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.